Alright, what a hot mess that was. Hopefully that fixed it. It's going to be really tragic if that didn't fix it. Hopefully everyone will be able to find the stream again. We will see. Anyway, we'll continue on. Sorry, that's super annoying that I had to do all that. Hopefully it's for the better though. We don't want a really laggy stream. It's also supposed to like storm today where I live, so the internet might not be that great because of that. For some reason, even though it's like a direct wire into the, like, I don't know, the main line, it still kind of gets crappy when the weather's crappy. What can you do about it, though? Literally nothing. Just gotta keep on driving, that's all we can do. Can delete these, like 2 minutes of streams I accidentally did. Alright. Sorry, I'm on my phone trying to make sure that this is working correctly. Well, I'm also driving, so there could be a crash at any minute. Alright, it is working. It is live. Cool, cool, cool. Everything's good. Everything's good. I'm not getting any notifications about skipped frames anymore either, which is exactly what we wanted. Hopefully it still looks good. Maybe I should look at it on my phone to make sure it looks good. Yeah, it looks pretty okay. Sorry guys, I'm so new to this. I'm so bad at it. It's like the 5th time in my life that I've streamed at all. I did a stream where I did like a Rover competition years ago. I streamed Spore at one point. I did a few streams, I guess, with KSP2 until we all learned that that game was not going anywhere and was kind of garbage, unfortunately. But that's pretty much it. Still getting used to it. My computer sounds like it's gonna have a meltdown. I don't know if you can hear it in the background. I really hope it survives this. 4 hours of high intense graphics in KSP. I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be fine, right? But yeah, I installed some more graphics mods because I thought if we're going to be staring at the terrain for 4 hours once a week, we might as well have some nice things to look at and some nice effects. So I think it looks much better. If you looked at the intro to the video I made on Saturday, it has some really nice effects, and then it transitions to like half the graphics after that. That's why it looked so cool and nice in the cinematic. We got our clouds and all this, and just, I don't know, all the textures looking a little bit nicer. It's beautiful. Is this drawing a line? It is. It's drawing the same color line, but that's fine. I'm not messing around with it anymore. I think it'll be good enough. We are going a different way than we planned, which actually might be concerning. Zoom out. Is that fine? Oh yeah, that's fine. We were gonna go around that mountain range, but we're going in front of it now, which actually might be quicker. Less turning and whatnot. should be good. We do need to sort out what we're gonna do with the engines. I was thinking either we could, because I think with I have kerbal, what is it? The kerbal engineering mod, or whatever it's called. I forgot what it's called already. Where you can add parts on, so I can send like crappier engines. I can't send the engines we used to have, which is a shame. But I think I can send dock ports, and I can throw dock ports on, and then build a thing with those engines on it and fly that out. And that's kind of the way I'm leaning, because I specifically want those engines because they do so well in the water, and we're gonna have to boat this thing at some point. We'll have some islands to cross over here, so we'll see how that goes. I tested it. I drove like from the science building basically to the island airfield, and it has enough fuel to get to the island, which I need to go a little bit farther, but I'm hoping with this had, when I tested it, it was full of oxidizer, so that's less weight, and also I don't need to have the engines at full blast, and I have it at full blast. Someone in the comments suggested I not go full blast, which I didn't even think about, but there's a lot of resistance, so there is a point where like having the engine up all the way isn't really worth it. So I'm hopeful that our setup is enough. If not, we'll have to find a way to dock in the water and refuel, which it really isn't that big of a deal. I'm sure I can figure it out. It's actually not that bad of an idea. Just refuel in the water with like a plane that can float. There's some amphibious planes, stock planes. I can steal their design, or I can build my own. I'm just not that confident of a plane builder. You guys have probably seen in the past how bad my planes do. I wish I would have written down exactly where we started. I've already forgotten. It was like 400 and something. We're about to hit 500 kilometers. It's quite the journey. I'm really curious to see how long this takes, because we're already at 500 kilometers. I thought it was like, I don't know, how big is, let's see how big Kerbin is, kilometer-wise. How large? Actually, I probably could just look up Kerbin. And I bet there's a Wikipedia, yep. Its radius is 6,000 meters, so that's what, or 600,000, so that should be 6,000 kilometers. So we're like, I don't know, we're probably looking at about 6,000 kilometers of driving. Or is that, I guess that's its radius? Yeah, I feel like that's probably fine. Woo, 500 kilometers! Or maybe like, I don't know, a 12th of the way there. A 12th isn't bad. That's only 12 streams if that's the case. 12 weeks of this? Are we all ready for 12 weeks of this? If I can go 500 kilometers a day, we might actually go farther today. Last week we kind of screwed around a bit and went on a little convoluted journey. Well, actually, no. If it tracks every kilometer, that was 500. We'll just 500-ish. We're just gonna go 500 in basically a straight line today, I think. We'll see. It should be a straight line, mostly, because we're gonna kind of snake up here, and then we'll have to go around this mountain range a little bit if we make it that far. We will see, we will see. The route isn't set in stone. I mean, for the most part it is, but we can kind of dilly-dally a little bit. We don't have to follow it to an exact, like last week we didn't follow it exactly. We went and saw the beach that wasn't on the itinerary. Yeah, stream is back. Sorry, I was dropping a lot of frames, and Streamlabs wasn't letting me change the bitrate while live for some reason, even though Google assured me I could while I was Googling it. But hopefully it'll look a little better and not be as laggy for you. Want to look as best as possible for you guys. I think I said it earlier, my computer might overheat for how hot it is in this room, but I think I, as a person, am going to overheat in this room. Oh, and it's about to thunderstorm. Hopefully that cools the place down. I might open a window. You might hear thundering in the background. Rain is starting in 28 minutes, it says, at my house. So we'll see how the internet does for that. Hopefully it's okay. Like I said, I barely know what I'm doing. I'm not a streamer, so there's going to be a lot of things going wrong. Oh, look at that big mountain over there. I love a good thunderstorm. Me too, especially during the day. I feel like where I'm at, most of the thunderstorms are at night, and I don't get to enjoy it as much. Daytime thunderstorms are fun. You just get to like stand there and watch, rather than like look out your window and occasionally see light when it lightnings. We've been having a lot of tornadoes where I live, though, which is crazy because it's normally like a really safe spot. There's no tornadoes. We've had so many tornadoes, like 4 or 5 the last couple of years. We had one, we were driving, and all of a sudden, tornado watch or a warning, whichever one is like for sure there's a tornado, went off, and we looked at the map and we were literally underneath it, and it was actually terrifying. Luckily our house has been safe, but there's been some close calls lately. Like we had to hunker down in the bathroom a few months ago because we don't have a basement, so luckily it didn't touch down in our town, but it did touch down like a couple miles away. Watching the sky go from normal daylight to almost dusk level light is very cool. It is, I agree, it's super cool. I don't know if that's gonna happen. It says it's a thunderstorm, but it still looks pretty bright outside, so it might not be too bad of one. I wish I could pull up the radar so you can see what I'm staring at. It's not that bad. I live in Michigan, so the lake really screws us over. During the winter we get a lot of lake effect snow, and then during summer or spring when it rains a lot, it kind of sends big storms our way. Everything gets kicked up over the lake. But it's all good. It's all good. It's part of living here. Which we are, my wife and I are considering, like highly considering moving states. So who knows how much longer we'll have here. So we'll enjoy its weird weather patterns while we can. Until we move to the next place that probably has its own weird weather patterns. So I feel like everywhere in the US is just like, or probably the whole world is like, I don't know, crazy. I don't think it's just us. Everyone's always like, oh, it's Michigan, so if you wait 5 minutes the weather changes, but I feel like that's just everywhere. I don't think it's just us. I think that's just how the world works. Sometimes things just happen. Somebody was mentioning there's like a weather mod in Kerbal Space Program, and I thought it was a mod that I had installed, so we'll see if anything crazy happens on our journey. If not, maybe I'll have to add that, because that'd be kind of cool if it starts raining. Make it a little more interesting. Yeah, it's weird that the mod I made is broken. It's not even doing the right color. We're on day 2. It's supposed to be this like other color, but it's not. Actually, you know what? It probably is right, because I think I accidentally had it set to day 2. So day 3 it'll probably change colors. That's okay. It has our little dot where we change days, which is nice. I'm glad it's tracking us now. That was my main concern. It's tracking us and it shows our distance and time. That's really all that matters. And hopefully I don't have to mess with it anymore. If I want this to be a different color, I'll just Photoshop it a different color later. It's very slow going without our engines. We could be going double the speed. I think next stream, or maybe, yeah, probably next stream, we'll have to solve the engine crisis, because there is an Easter egg that we will more than likely hit next episode. Well, it's not really an Easter egg, but the North Station right before we hit the North Pole area. And if we want to be able to, I want to drive up to everything. I don't want to like see it from a distance. So we'll have to figure that out next episode. Maybe we'll do a little building stream before we start driving of getting a solution to this Rover, so it has some power behind it rather than just the wheels. My goal going into this whole thing was to not only have wheel power, but here we are, wheel power only. We just drive through these trees real quick, everything's fine. I think having collisions on for trees would be intense. I think it would make the journey take twice as long, so we'd be dodging trees so much. Someone last stream suggested that. Turn the collisions on. I like these different trees. We must be in a different biome now. We got pine trees, we got whatever these things are. This interesting tree, like an oak or something. Diversity. Very cool. We're gonna see so many biomes, especially I don't think I've driven through the desert with these mods installed, so that'll be new to me. I've definitely driven parts of this with these mods on. I've also been thinking, I did it once before, years and years ago, I streamed me doing the career mode, because I'm actually really awful at this game. I have like 1,000 hours in this game, and I'm not good at actually playing the game. I'm good at doing this. I'm not good at like going to space and going to different, mainly going to different planets. I can go to like Duna and Eve really easily, but anything outside of that I struggle. But I was thinking about streaming career mode again and actually completing it, because I don't think I've ever completed career mode. Or maybe I could just do science mode without money, I don't know. I'm not good at balancing the budget when it comes to a space center or a space program. But I think that could be a fun thing to do outside of driving. Never made it to interplanetary, just to the moon and Minmus. Yeah, that's, I mean, for the most part, I've spent a lot of time on the moon and Minmus. I've made it to Duna and I think Eve without mods. There's mods like Kerbal alarm clock that'll like tell you when a good time to launch is. But luckily those ones are close enough for me that I can usually figure it out. But as soon as it's the farther away planets, that's when I really struggle. Oh, I gotta move some stuff on my desk. Yeah, I understand the concept. I just can never make a craft that has enough fuel to make it to where I want to go. Usually I run out, because my goal is always like get to a planet and then land on the planet, and I usually can make it close to the planet. Usually it's like I make it to like a like I'm in its sphere of influence, but I'm out of fuel, so then I just like fly past it, and then they're stuck in like deep space, the kerbals, which is never good. I don't like leaving my kerbal stranded, but for the most part, anytime I make it to a planet, they're always stranded. Especially like getting off planets, basically impossible in my book. I know it's not, but it is in my head. I don't know, maybe I'll get better at it. We'll do a career mode at some point and try to do that. Yeah, look at this biome. It's like sandy looking. Oops. I don't want you. I wish I could turn some of these off. Too many buttons on the side of the screen. Seems to be going alright. We haven't any crazy call. I probably should actually stop and quick save, since I've made it 20 some kilometers now. Slow down here and save. Also, just in case anything happens, my computer does still sound like a nuclear reactor, so it could overheat at any moment. Alright, quick save. There we go. Okay. Good to go. That's all we needed to do. Quick save at least like every 20 kilometers probably. We struggled a lot last stream where I had to re-drive like 30 kilometers at a time because I wasn't quick saving as often as I should have. I always wish Kerbal was cooler like in KSP2 and like you have with visual mods. Yeah, it really sucks that KSP2 went the way it did because it was beautiful, it was really cool, and it could have been awesome. I have heard that some devs are playing around with bringing KSP2 back. It's like KSP2 Redux or something. I just read a headline. I didn't read an article about it or anything. Just the headline, but I'll have to look into that more because that'd be cool. And then there's the Kitten Space Agency, which looks super cool. We'll just see how that's gonna come. I'm kind of excited about that. Could be really cool. I downloaded the trial to Kitten Space Agency. I haven't played with it yet, though. I need to do that. I played it enough to load it up and stare at it and then try to build something. I didn't quite understand the controls, and then I turned it off. It was like 30 seconds of me playing with it because that's really all the time I had. I was so hopeful when KSP2 was all announced, but watching the way it went was tragic. It was, yeah. Like, there was so much hype for that game. And from my understanding is someone bought the studio, right, and then shut it down. Somebody bought, was it Take-Two bought, I forget the devs team, but Take-Two bought them and then just shut it down, which is rude of them. I feel like they could have made so much money off that game. Everyone loves Kerbal Space Program. Well, maybe not everyone, but a lot of people love Kerbal Space Program. It would have been worth it to keep going, I think, but I don't know. I'm not, I don't work for them, so who knows. I also actually watch a video on the exactly what went down. I know there's probably videos out there explaining everything. I know the very, very basics of what happened. And even then, that might not be right. Who knows? I feel like even with all these engines, we're making pretty good progress. We're already 30 kilometers in. It's like 1 kilometer an hour, basically, or 1 kilometer a minute. On 30 kilometers, we've been driving for we've been streaming for 23 minutes, so seems pretty good. What's the math on that? So we've gone like 40 kilometers. It's like almost 2 kilometers a minute. That's pretty good. It's kind of cool to see the modding community step up for OGKSP and bring some life back into it. Yeah, definitely, it is super cool. I would just, I think there's a lot more mods that make this beautiful, but I also have to weigh the pros and cons of. I'm also streaming it, so that's taking up a lot of CPU power, and it's already struggling to play. I am losing some frames while streaming with just what I have installed now, but whoa, that's a weird graphic thing. Did you see that? That tree was like lagging. But I think this is a good middle ground. It looks pretty good, and seems to be running mostly okay. God, it is so. I'm sorry I keep complaining about how warm it is in this room, but it is so warm in this room. And I can't have a fan on. You're not gonna be able to hear me. Yeah, I'll have to take a look at more of the mods, because I really, since KSP2 came out, I really haven't played the original KSP. Not that I was playing KSP2, I was just not playing games for a while. I'll have to see what other mods there are now that everyone's gone back into this. I'm sure there's a lot of really cool ones that I'm not aware of. People were telling me about them last stream. Some of the cool, not visual mods, but just mods in general for useful things. There's a big hill coming up. Hopefully we can make over this hill. Is the sun going up or is the sun going down? It's the west. I don't know if the sun goes up or down in the west. It might be getting dark out. Probably fine. We can drive through the night, right? Or I guess we could time more today. My potato computer could ever handle mods. You know, my computer's not the best. Oh yeah, I was gonna look at what specs I have for someone. I forgot. My computer, I mean, it was high end about 5 years ago, so it's probably a mid-ground computer now. Hey, just stopping by for a bit. Busy day today. Would love to hang out. It's okay, Nick. Thanks for popping in. As always, the stream will be up. You can watch it later if you want, or hang out next week. Sorry, as I said earlier, it's kind of hard for me to like give more than like a couple days notice of the stream, so I was able to schedule the stream last night because I didn't know if I was working today or not. Unfortunately, I don't have a set schedule at work. I just work whenever they need me to. I could have streamed tomorrow, but tomorrow's my birthday, and I'm going golfing, I'm going to check out a brewery nearby, and then we're going to my friend's like lake property to hang out and maybe go fishing. Don't know, we'll see. That's the current plan tomorrow. But thanks for stopping by, Nick. Good to see you. Happy early birthday, thank you! Sounds like a fun day planned. Hope so. Not to be much of a Debbie Downer, but I kind of expected KSP2 to be as it was. For the past decade, I always assumed that new games are going to be trash. Instead, be happily surprised if it happens to be good. Less training for the soul that way. Hey, you know what? That's a good point. Especially now with like games going into early access. A lot of games are going into early access, and then they get hyped up a bunch, and then they, like KSP2, just die. It's an unfortunate thing. I like early access because I like seeing the progress games make, but it does suck because I would say it seems like 50% of games never make it out of early access, and some of them like continue to get updates, or some of them just like are dead forever. KSP2 taught me that I now hold my breath when I see announcements. Yep. It's really, I don't know, it's hard to, like I always get hyped up about early access. Like I've been following this game called Paralyzed. It came out, and I haven't bought it yet, but it came out recently. It's basically like a Sims clone. Not a clone. They like did so much things better than Sims, at least they were saying. I've been following that for a while, and I've been really excited about it, but I try not to be, because you never know. You never know how things are going to go. But that game was released. I haven't played it yet. I gotta buy it. If you guys like games like The Sims, I don't know. I just like sandbox games. Pretty much if it's a sandbox game, I'm typically down to try it. I like to do whatever I want to do. I don't like story games, because what if I don't want to listen to a story? I just want to like do some weird thing. I like to make my own fun in games. Yeah. Got into Timberborn Update 7 early access, and that one's excellent. It took its time in development. I have not played that. I know there's a YouTuber I watch, City Planner Plays. I think he's been playing Timberborn, but I haven't watched any of his videos. I like his City Skylines videos, but I'll have to look into that too. The old Sims had a feeling 3 and 4 just somehow lacked. Can't put it into words. You know, I'd agree. I think I started with The Sims Living Large way back in the day. Sims 3 was good. the best. It was really good with mods. Sims 4 I feel like is lacking some of the stuff that 3 had. It does have a lot of mods you can download, but I don't know, even with mods it still doesn't hold the feeling that 3 did, and like you said, 3 still doesn't hold the feeling the first one did. That's why I was excited for Paralives, because it looked like The Sims but with a lot more like customization and things like that, which I think that's one thing I don't like about The Sims is you get like 7 options of whatever you want, and then the rest is like DLCs. Like everything's a DLC. Like I already paid for the game. Why do I have to pay for it? I think Sims it's like thousands of dollars to own everything in that game, which is absolutely insane. City Planner Plays is great. I agree. I like City Planner Plays a lot. It's my go-to like relaxing videos to watch. When I was in Mexico like a few weeks ago, I got really sick and I had to stay in the resort room for the whole day. I literally just put City Planner Plays like new series on and just binge watch that while I was in my room. It was good. He had a new video the other day. I had to watch it. His new city, new Banff, is fun to watch. All his videos are fun. And then he's like building. He has another channel where he's like building a studio, which is also really cool. That's another thing I'm into, is watching people build stuff. So watching the progress on that is really cool too. I probably should quick save soon. Yeah, the sun is going down. Should we drive through the night, or should we time warp today? Does anyone have an opinion on that? I mean, we have lights. It'd probably be fine to drive at night. I just don't know how good it will look for you guys if it's dark. Try it for a while? Okay, yeah, we'll try it for a while. We'll see what happens. Drive through the night, true road trip style. I think, I mean, the original mission I drove non-stop because I wanted the time to be accurate to the trip, but with this recording it, we don't really need that. Like, I mean, this says we've been going for 8 hours, and really we've only been driving for 3. A lot of time sitting, and I think while I was doing like testing of the mod earlier, this rover just sat doing nothing for a while. So this number, the 8 hours and 38 minutes, is nowhere near accurate now. But that's fine. That's why I have the mod. It's the whole point of the mod. No meeting traffic with the high beams on though. Yeah, I'll turn it off if anyone else comes by. Don't want to blind anyone. That wouldn't be good. We gotta be a courteous road tripper. Don't want to blind our fellow kerbals. That wouldn't be good. So did anyone in chat watch the Edge of Down Day 1 video at all? I went a little hard with the opening cinematic. I don't know if it was good or not. I really liked it, but I feel like it might have been too extra. Do I smell explosions and possible death in the stream? Always. You literally always smell that. It's always on the horizon if I'm driving the craft. I think we had 4 or 5, maybe 6 crashes last stream. One that were like really bad. Are there any mods that add cities and such? I think so. I mean, one of the mods I have has, if I zoom out and hopefully not die, has like fake cities, but not real. Well, there probably are some that has real cities. Thought it cooked. Thank you. Intro's definitely a cooker. Don't enjoy the video. Dramatic cinematics case, you're always great. Awesome. I'm glad people liked it. I heard that, so I started the video before I even started editing, looking for like a good song to play at the beginning, and the first song I clicked was that song, and I think it was like the title was like Night Drive Through Hell or something, and I was like, well, that's what we're doing. I need to use this song. And then it was this like really high energy synthwave song, and I pretty much always use synthwave for my channel's videos, so I was like, this has to be the one. And then I was like, what do I do for this song? And I was like, I need this like cool intro. I don't know, it was a little extra, but I really liked it. I think I missed that video. Well, check it out if you want. You don't have to. I'm not in charge of your actions, but at least the first 40 seconds I think are good. And I'll do this on Kerbal 1-to-1 scale maybe next time. If we I've had people suggest that a few times now. I think it would take far too long. I mean, just driving to get out of the state I live in, and I live in like the bottom part of it, takes like 3 hours. Doing that 1-to-1 scale in Kerbal, it would take so long. But I'm not saying no. Just play Desert Bus. I've thought about it. I might have to do Desert Bus for a stream at some point. I'm pretty sure Desert Bus is free, right? I could easily just download that. Sorry, I'm gonna text and drive. I'm gonna Google Desert Bus. I spelled desert wrong. How do you even do that? It's on Steam. Oh, why do I gotta put my birthday in for Desert Bus? What's in it that requires to make sure I'm old enough? It takes like 20 hours to drive from the northern part of my state to the southern part. Can you guess where I live just by that? I'm gonna guess probably Texas or Alaska, but I don't think people really drive around Alaska like that. Desert Bus, oh, this is VR, but Desert Bus is free. Yeah, we'll definitely do a Desert Bus stream at some point. Yeah, I'm in Michigan, so I mean, it's not, I think it takes probably, just off the top of my head, I actually don't know the real math, but I know it takes like 5 hours to get to, oh, California. That makes sense too. That's a big state. But yeah, it takes like 5 hours to get to the northern part of Michigan from where I'm at, and it takes like 2 hours to get to like Indiana or Ohio. It probably takes like 6 to 7 hours across Michigan, I think. And I guess technically you have the UP to contend with too, so we're gonna say 8 hours. It probably takes 8 hours to drive from like Canada to Indiana or Ohio, but that's just my bad guesstimation math, so don't take my word for it. Alright, looking at the path, we are slowly straying to the left for some reason, so we're gonna correct that a bit. Oh, I do want a quick save while I'm thinking about it. I said I was gonna do that earlier and I didn't do it. Live close to the Oregon-Cali border. Nice. My sister lives about out that way also. Alright, F5. Alright, nice little quick save, and keep on keeping on. You're born in Alaska. That's super cool. I've been to the East Coast like 3 times. First time Nashville, second was New York, third was Houston. Nice. I really haven't traveled the US much. The first time I ever left the state as an adult, like my parents took me to Florida as a kid, but I don't remember it at all. I don't know if Houston's class is the East Coast. I mean, it's, I don't know, actually. Swede, I'm jealous. If I could live in any country, sorry, I was talking about all the places I've gone, but really quickly, if I could live in any country, it would 100% be Sweden. I like what they got going on. Anyway, my first road trip as a adult was to West Virginia. It was like a 6-hour drive. My family's gone to like Florida, but I don't count that because I was a child. And then me and my wife took a road trip to North Carolina, which is like a 12-hour drive. And then we flew to Utah and spent a weekend in Utah once. That's pretty much all I've ever been to. Ups and downs, you wouldn't like our taxes. I don't know, because you have high taxes, but you also have like healthcare and things. And like time off work when you're sick. Or if you're partner gets pregnant, I think, don't both of you get time off work if you have a kid? In the US, sometimes the girl, like the person that had the baby, doesn't get time off. Gas prices here are just insane. Yeah, I learned recently that we've been complaining about our mandatory time off. We don't get that. Anyway, the US has been complaining about gas prices, and ours is like, it's like $5 a gallon, which apparently is really cheap still for people in like Europe. But I think one of the arguments is, like, I have to use my car to get places. Where I live, it's like a couple hour walk to town. So like if I want to buy anything, like if I need food or, I don't know, milk or something, I have to drive 10 minutes. Or it's a walk, which I don't actually know how long the walk is. For me to walk, it'd probably take a couple hours. So unfortunately, using our cars is like required. What is $2 a liter, or what is $2 in a liter? I'm not sure. I can look that up in a second. Google Maps says it would take me 3 hours to walk to town. And I have to carry my groceries back. Here, let's look up gallon to liter. It's 3.785 liters to a gallon. So we'll say $5 divided by 3.785. So it's about $1.32 USD to what does Sweden have? Is it like kronas? What did I say? That was $1.32. That's 12.45 for you for a liter of gas. If I did that math right, which I'm not good at math, so I could have screwed that all up. Oh, what is $2? So you asked what $2 a liter is in a gallon. Oh, if it's $2 a liter, I don't know. I can't do math. I'm bad at math. It's probably about, $7.60. That sounds about right. How does it look now that it's getting dark out? Is it still okay to look at? Or should we time warp to daytime? Sorry, I didn't see Saucy's coming. I'm almost paying $56 a gallon. Oh, 6. Okay. Dang. Yeah, I think it's gone down here. Last I saw, it was like $4.50 a gallon or something. Maybe $4.30 a gallon. It was up to like $4.79 or something at its peak. Which to fill my car up was like $80. Because I drive an SUV. It's a small SUV. I would drive a Nissan Pathfinder. So it's not like a big SUV, but it holds like 14 gallons. Normally, like, before prices were high, it was like $40 to fill up my tank. Now it's like 70 something. But anyway, we don't have to keep talking about gas. I don't want people to think this is like a political stream. Because apparently gas prices is political these days. But anyway. No warp. KSP horror game. Alright. Speaking of horror games, you guys know of Outlast? I'm sure you do. It's been out for years and years, and there's like 3 of them now. Didn't they just make a new Outlast? I really wish I followed gaming news more. The Outlast series was like my favorite horror games. And I don't know if they have a new one. Let's see. Outlast Trials. Was Trials the last one? So I'm like constantly on my phone while driving, and that's not done well for us lately. Maybe I've played them all. Outlast Trinity. I like those games. My favorite kind of horror games are the ones where you just have to like deal with your situation. You can't fight. You gotta run, hide under a bed or something. I think that's fun. I don't like the ones where you have like a gun, you gotta like fight people. Not bad. I guess I take that back. I like 7 Days to Die a lot, and that's like kind of a horror game. That one you fight back in. But Outlast, I don't know. Favorite horror series for sure. Alright, we've been streaming for like 45 minutes. We've made it 71 kilometers, which is a little bit more than that, actually like 80 kilometers, which is pretty good. I feel like we're making good ground today. Whoa! Sorry, our nose touched the ground. I think we're good. Everything's fine, it appears. Wish I could stay on this north heading. Look at my like trail. I've been like slowly going to the left for some reason. So I realized I missed some of the chat. Saucy said, first time you went internationals when you were 20, you went to Seoul. That'd be a super cool trip. The only international trip I've done is Mexico, and that was 3 weeks ago. It's the first time I ever went out of the country. We plan on doing more traveling. I got my passport last year for Mexico, and then we'll see what else we have. And so we want to do a Europe trip. My wife, I almost called her my fiance. My wife, her grandma is from Germany, like born and raised Germany, so she has family in Germany. That at some point we want to go visit and like spend like 2 weeks out in Europe to like travel around and do some fun things. My wife travels a lot. One of her best friends works for an airline, so she's on their flight benefits, so she takes off and goes to like all sorts of different countries now and then. The benefit of having a friend in an airline. She's gone to Australia, Japan, Belize, El Salvador, another place I can't remember, somewhere in like Central America. She gets all over the place, and then I stay home and I watch the dogs and live vicariously through her photos. Alright, I like when we're going downhill. Downhill is nice. Get some more speed, as long as you're not getting too much speed. Oh, this song playing, it is, I don't know, kind of a creepy song. Feels like, I don't know, we're gonna break down and something crazy is gonna happen. My guess is the Alps are actually better if you've never been, but I really like road tripping through the Norwegian mountains. Yeah, that'd be cool. The only mountains I've road tripped through were the Rocky Mountains, or no, not the Rocky, the Smoky Mountains, which are like not really that crazy. Like they're like small guys. They're just like big hills more than mountains, in my opinion. They're cool. Don't get me wrong. I stayed in the cabin in the Smoky Mountains. It was really cool, but I've not seen like the Rockies or any other places mountains. I guess I have seen the Rockies to some extent. I went to Utah, and we were like in the mountains, kind of. It was Salt Lake, so we were in the valley of Salt Lake, but we didn't really like explore the mountains too much. Super cool though. So where I'm from, there's no mountains nearby, so it's a cool thing to see. It'd be cool to drive through it. Probably a little scary though. Or how intense are the Norwegian mountains? I'm not really familiar with the mountains out there. I imagine they're pretty intense. One day we'll get out there and check it out. It'll be a lot of fun. It'll be really cool. Europe is definitely on the bucket list of places to go. I know it's a massive place, so there's a lot of places to go to, but somewhere in Europe. I just want to go to Europe. I don't know where specifically yet, but definitely Germany. Norway would be cool. Sweden would be cool. Probably everywhere, honestly. I kind of want to go everywhere. As long as, like, I don't know, there's cool tourist things to do and cool sights to see, I kind of want to go there. Glad my computer seems to be doing okay through this. They're pretty intense, deep fjords and vertical cliffs. Yeah, that'd be scary. We drove through the Smoky Mountains, and there's this route called the Tail of the Dragon. It's like really windy roads, and that was scary. And I mean, the drops were big, but probably not as big as that. Planning your honeymoon in about a year to Italy. Very excited. That's awesome. Yeah, that'd be super cool. We're trying to convince our friends, because they just got engaged. We're trying to convince them to do a destination wedding to Italy, so we can go to Italy as an excuse to go to Italy. Well, that'd be awesome. Italy would be really cool. If you were in the last stream, I talked about what I do for work. I work at a brewery and a winery, so Italy would be fun to like check their wine out, see where it all came from. Sorry, I'm just chugging water. It's very hot in here. Planning as many vineyards to visit. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, that's one thing they do well there, so it'd be a cool thing to check out. Yeah, where in Italy? Okay. Tuscany. Nice. Yeah, that'd be super cool. I like the vibes there from what I've seen online. Obviously, I've never been, but it seems like a cool, like, chill place for the most part. Nice and relaxed. It's not like hustle and bustle from what I understand. I'm sure parts of it are, but it'd be a super cool, chill place to visit, hopefully. Especially being at wineries. Can't go wrong with that. Man, it gets dark in KSB. You went when I went when I lived in Europe as a kid. I'm going back to Nolbys. Yeah, definitely. I feel like going places as a kid doesn't really count because you don't really get to do what you want to do. It's whatever the adults want to do. So going back as an adult, then it's your plan, whatever you want to do. So it makes it more fun. So I don't count like going to Florida as a road trip because like I was just in the back seat. I didn't really do any of the decision making. I was just along for the ride, and we were doing whatever my mom wanted to do and my older siblings, because I was like, I don't know, probably like 10 to 12. Yeah, only does this having to pay for it. That's true. That is very true. It's a lot better when it's on someone else's dime, but that's okay. At least you get to plan it, so you know what you're getting yourself into, and you can plan accordingly. Like when we went to Mexico, we planned like 2 years in advance so we could save up all that money so we didn't have to like, I don't know, take out loans or whatever for it. Just like straight out of pocket, which is nice. I gotta serpentine this hill a bit. Switch back the hill. Without our engines, we're kind of struggling. There's a beautiful sunset over there. I'm gonna turn my lights off so we can enjoy that. Going to attempt to have most of our wedding gifts just be cash to pay for the wedding. That's a good idea. Yeah, we told everyone not to give us gifts for our wedding, and that they should use whatever they wanted to buy us as payment to come to Mexico. So we didn't get a whole lot of gifts. Can you make a mod list? Yeah, I could probably do that. Not currently, but I definitely could do that at some point and throw it in the description or some sort. I know I have like hold on, I probably let me tab out real fast. Hopefully I'm not crashing. I can see it on the other monitor. Looks like it's doing okay. I thought I had CCAN installed, but I think I may have accidentally deleted it. Okay, let me get my kerbal space program folder here. Well, I see the rover is coming to a stop. Let's hop back in the game really quickly. I don't want to get stuck on this hill. We're doing okay. Maybe I'll stop and I'll quick save real fast. Alright, I have my mod list. I'll say it out loud once I can get it on the screen where I want it. There we go. I have a bunch of mods installed. I think some of them I'm not actually using, and some of them I don't quite know what they are. But let's see. I have Planet Shine, I have Parallax, Scatterer, TUFX. I have the Sid Spooki's Road Trip mod, which is the mod that I made. Distant Object mod, Easy Vessel Switch, Eve, did I say Eve? Environmental Visual Enhancements, KAS, KIS. Some of these I don't actually know what they are, like Copernicus, Boulder Co. I think some of these I had installed before, so I don't know what ones I'm actually using or not. But yeah, I'll put the mod list in the description at the end of this, that way you can see. I think the major cities are mostly samey, much nicer to see different landscapes, so maybe just a terminal introvert. Yeah, me too. I am an introvert by design, and I'm a bartender, so I like use up all of my social battery on the weekends and then just like don't want to talk to anyone for the rest of the week, which is unfortunate. My friend got married recently and had a house fund on the registry. That's a good idea. Not a bad idea. Houses are expensive. I do also want the mod you made. That mini-map is so cool. Thank you. I'll make it publicly available for download at some point. Once I get all the kinks ironed out. There's still some things broken about it. So once I have some time to actually make sure it's working as intended, I will put it out there somewhere. Yeah, we had a wedding registry, but I think we only got a few things from it, which is fine, because like I said, we told people to save their money to come to Mexico, so we'd rather have people come to Mexico and join our actual wedding than give us gifts. And we have enough things. We have so much things in our house. We don't need more things for the most part. Whoa, what the heck was that? Why Dries is over there? Apparently, that's cool. Apparently, this is a mod I have installed. It tells me what I'm looking at. That's interesting. Where'd it go? That's really cool. Yeah, I don't know what mods I have installed. I'll look in my C-Can or whatever it's called. K-Can? I actually don't know what that mod thing is called. It's cool to see the planets that will in the sky. Yeah, I don't know what mod is doing that, but something I have installed did that. I lost Drez. It's somewhere out there now. No idea where that's coming from. I think, like I said, I had other mods like pre-installed from when I was playing years and years ago, and I just have the same. I haven't uninstalled the game, so it's whatever's in there, and then whatever I added the other day for visual enhancements. For the most part, they should be visual enhancements, other than that part mod, Kerbal Engineer, I forget what it's called. Ooh, we're almost at 600 kilometers. That's like 100 kilometers an hour, basically. I mean, we've gone 100 kilometers because we started at like 580 something. So let's hit the brakes a bit. We'll stop and do a quick save. It's an hour of no crashing, which is pretty impressive, honestly. Alright, quick save and keep scooting. Knock on wood. Yeah, up here. My desk is solid wood. There we go. I've knocked on wood. But it is nice. We're kind of crushing it a bit. I feel like we are making a lot more progress than last time. I want to look at my original route as we go from there to there. I feel like we're already halfway through how far we went last time. I guess technically we are. We're a third of the way through, so only, well, a fourth. I guess last time we did about 100 kilometers an hour because we made it 380 something. It's pretty good. We should be doing the same today because I'm gonna be wrapping up the stream at about, I don't know, 6:45 my time, and it is 4:45. Oh, is that only 3 hours? Yeah. It is only 3 hours. Because, I have to meet my wife in town. We're going grocery shopping at 7. So I have to leave my house at 7. So I gotta wrap up at like 6:45. I'm gonna say this playlist is well suited for streaming. What'd you say the genre is? The music, it's synthwave. I use Epidemic Sound for music because it's all royalty free and I can use it in videos. So I literally just go to the search bar, type in synthwave, and then press play on whatever. It's not like a specific playlist. I just search synthwave and play whatever it suggests. But it's kind of my favorite music to play for background music. Like if I'm like studying, I put synthwave on. If I like music, I listen to out. Like if I'm just trying to listen to music, I don't really listen to synthwave. I listen to like punk music or like rock. But for good background music, synthwave is where it's at. It is so dark. Does it still look okay? Our creepy little KSP horror game in the darkness. It's like we're playing Slender or something. Slender's gonna pop out of nowhere and try to get us. Is there a KSP equivalent to Slender? Is there any KSP cryptids or I guess Slender's not technically a cryptid, but close enough to one. I'll have to start some KSP lore on cryptids. I really want to. I had an idea for shorts, just like making up history for Kerbal Space Program, like completely made up history, like going to like the airfield and be like, in 1776 this was built by Woodford Kerman, blah 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 blah. I don't know. That is gonna be fun to make up some nonsense history videos about Kerbin, make our own lore. We'll have to make lore of KSP cryptid. I like this song, whatever song's playing. Yeah, I said this last stream, if there's ever a song where you're like, I really like that song, I can easily look it up and tell you what song's playing. KSP lore is needed. I think so too. I don't know if anyone's ever done that, but I think it'd be a fun little, like, I don't know, side quest in KSP. The song is fun. What song is this? Free Fall by Lupus Nocta. Oh, Lupus Nocta is the one that did some of the songs I used last episode. Like the day one episode, I used one of his songs on accident too. It played during the stream, and I recognized it as a song I used in a vlog when my wife and I did a vlog years ago. So I had to use it again because it was such a good song. My one complaint about this visual mod is I don't think I like how the like fake cities look when you're under them. They look a little silly when you're on the ground. Is that a floating tree over there? Or does it look like it's floating? It really looks like it's floating. It might not be though. Yeah, I almost want to change the texture so it doesn't have the fake light cities for driving. It's cool when you're like in the sky, but I don't think it's cool while you're driving. Kind of looks a little silly. But that's okay. Not too worried about it. Yeah, the ground's glowing due to the fake cities. I have a vague memory of the lore of the parts all being from a scrapyard. Yeah. Some of them, it was like Jebediah's scrapyard. Some of the parts say that on it. Something along those lines. I think some of the parts in the assembly buildings say that. Alright, hand is off the keyboard because we are going 30 meters a second down this hill. I think that's plenty fast enough, just in case anything weird happens. Oh, 600 kilometers! We made it! We're like 1/6 of the way there, potentially. I actually have no idea how long it's going to be. I just know the radius of the planet is 6,000 kilometers, and I feel like we're gonna go around kind of the whole radius-ish. Maybe more, actually. Because I think, I don't know. I'm gonna look at the map view. I'm sorry for me when I have to edit this later. We've gone that far, and that's 600. So like there's like another 600. So that's 12. And I'd say like probably getting to the North Pole is another 6, another 12, 24. It's probably like 2,400 to get to the North Pole. And then we have to go all the way around this. It's gonna be so much. I can't even do the math, actually. Can't even do the math. It's probably gonna be like 8,000 kilometers. It's just a guess I have that's not at all accurate, I'm sure. I feel like the stream is very delayed, more delayed than it should be. It's supposed to be on like quick mode, but it seems like, and it's on low latency. Okay, just when I'm looking at it, where it's at, it feels like it's like 2 minutes behind what I've actually said. Like it hasn't even gone to map view, has it? I don't know. It's fine, it's fine. It's supposed to be low latency, but I don't know if it is. I'm gonna test by going to map view. We've almost made it through this continent, like the Africa-shaped continent, which is cool. We'll soon be in what feels like another continent. It's the same continent, I guess, technically, but we're definitely making some progress. Yeah, look at how the ground is glowing. Oh, I see what's happening. I have it backward. There we go. Is there land all the way there, or have you prepared bridges? There's not land all the way there. Hold on, I'll pause real quick. Let me stop here and I'll quick save while I'm not moving. I think I have the map. Yeah, here's the map. Okay. So we started here, driving all the way up here. So there's land all the way up here. We're gonna hit the North Pole. And then we're gonna go down, and this is all land. My computer just made a crazy popping noise. Hopefully it's okay. If I suddenly go away, that's what happened. Sorry. Yeah, so we're gonna go down, we'll hit the desert, and then we'll head this way, and this is where I'll have to hop from one island to another island. So I'll have to be a boat. Or I could build a bridge, but like this distance is greater than like getting to the island out here. So we're just going to be a boat for that. And then we'll go down, and then that's all land the rest of the way. So this is the path we're taking. The original path... Sorry, this is really hard to move around. Originally, when I did this the first time, we went all the way up to the North Pole, and then we went down over here, because this is all land straight down. But we wanted to check out as many sites as we could. So we're taking a more convoluted route and doing some boating just to make sure that we see some cool things along the way, and it's not just flat land of nothing. I don't think we saw a single Easter egg last time we drove. So this time I wanted to see as many as we could. Make it a little more interesting, to take probably twice as long, but it'll be good, I think. Hopefully. We don't know yet. Could be awful. I don't think so. I think it's gonna be a good time. It's nice having people to talk to while I do this, because originally I was just alone in my basement at the time doing this 4 to 6 hours by myself. I was just like watching YouTube videos, so I couldn't use any of the sound from the recording because it was just me watching YouTube videos in the background, just mindlessly holding W while watching YouTube videos. So it's a little better, or not even a little better, it's a lot better having people to talk to while I do it, so I don't go a little crazy alone, you know? It makes it go by a lot quicker too. Like, we've already been doing this for an hour and it doesn't even feel like it. We're already like a third of the way through the stream for the day. I could maybe the smaller island I could make a bridge, but I don't know. I could also like mod a bridge in, but I don't know if that'd be, I think it'd be more entertaining to just be a boat. People like highly requested I boat the Kerbals back last time. To be honest, if you're going to drive through the Light City ground, skip the night. I kind of agree with you. I think it looks kind of bad. It just looks strange. I agree. Okay. I'm gonna listen to you because I agree with you. We'll skip today. We'll let Stelby and Jake take a little nap. Alright, let's warp to sunrise. Yeah, I might have to see if I can use a different texture. I don't know if there's an option to not have that. I would imagine there would be. I'm sure some people don't like it when they download that mod. It still looks a little silly, but it's better. It looks more like ground and it's not glowing. Here, we can turn our lights off now. Save some electricity, even though we have an endless supply. I think it'll be better for the video too if it's daylight. You can actually see what's going on. Much easier to see. Oh. I don't know if any of you were in the stream last week. I was talking about how I did a homebrew of some beer. Like, I literally have 2 gallons of beer fermenting in my laundry room right now that I have not looked at since I put it in there. And I just got a notification on my phone that it's done. So I'm excited about that. Tomorrow I'll get to try some homebrewed beer. Pretty exciting stuff. It's 2 gallons. I don't know what I'm gonna do with 2 gallons. I'll go like give it to friends. I'll probably take it with me tomorrow for my birthday trip. So that's just mine. Beer stream on a Tuesday. If it wasn't my birthday, maybe, yeah. But since I have so many plans going on, you know, I was actually gonna drink a beer while I did this, and I never grabbed one because it is 5 p.m. It's like, it's beer time, I think. Next time I take a break, I might, because right now I'm drinking coffee and it's 5 p.m. And I've almost finished this water that my wife left on my desk. Thank you, wife, if you're watching. I don't think she's watching today. I think she's at work. But she made a hydration water and then didn't drink it and then left for work, and then now I've been drinking it. By hydration water, I mean like a liquid IV, if you're familiar. In case we drunk driving stream, maybe someday. Not today. I'm not gonna get messed up. Like I said, I gotta meet my wife in town in 2 hours, so can't get too crazy. I'm gonna have one beer. But maybe, yeah, maybe we can do a drunk kerbal stream someday. I feel like I'm already an awful driver as it is. It probably wouldn't go very well, but I think that's what would make it fun. A beer also sounds nice because it's so hot in here to cool me down. Also, that thunderstorm that was supposed to happen has not happened yet. I was promised a thunderstorm, and I've not gotten a thunderstorm. I'm gonna check the weather while I drive. It's good though, because like I said, when the weather is bad, it kind of ruins my internet. That was apparently supposed to start in 47 minutes now, and only go for like a half hour. So we'll probably good. Shouldn't ruin the internet too bad. We might see the beach again. Last episode we saw the beach. We might see it again because we have to go around these mountains. So it'll be pretty. Sorry, I'm going into map view. A little jarring. We're gonna go through here. But we should be on the coast again for a minute. Ooh. So I had to take my headphones off. Getting sweaty. Weathermen have the easiest jobs. Today it's going to be weather, and if it wasn't the weather I said, oops, tune in tomorrow for more weather. Yeah, I remember when in school we had to like take a class on how they, not a class, but like in science class, they had like a month dedicated to like how they guess the weather. I don't remember how they did it, but I remember it not being that difficult. You should have like look at weather patterns, like wherever the wind blows toward you. So like look to the west. This is what's happening. It could get here potentially. But they probably have more sophisticated ways of doing that than they did back when I was in like middle school. Can't speak for them. I don't know what they're up to, but they're usually wrong, and the only people that get upset about it is like, I don't know, the older generation. Is it possible that the trees have collisions? It is possible. It's off because I think it would make this take much longer. But you could have collisions on. I'm kidding, obviously, but I find it funny. There really isn't any consequences either way. There isn't. No. Some like people will be mad on Facebook is really the only consequences. I feel like I don't know. The weather changes so quickly here. It's hard to like actually gauge what's going to happen. They can give you their best guess, which I think is what they do. But yeah, Splitstered, in the settings, we have, this is parallax that adds the trees. There is a button to click collisions on. So like collisions with trees or with rocks. It's just off because sometimes I'm like texting and driving. I don't want to hit a tree. And also, we're already going to spend potentially like 80 hours driving. I don't want to add another like 6 hours on. That's just me dodging trees. I think that'd be extra rough. We're doing a hard enough challenge. I don't think we need to make it that hard. But you can argue your case for otherwise if you'd like. Yeah, hopefully we make it far enough today where next stream we can make it to the North Pole. That'd be super cool. I think it took us... how long did it take us to go to the North Pole last time? I'm actually going to look that up because it should be kind of accurate to... We're taking the same route to the North Pole that we did all those years ago. I'm going on my Reddit account to look, so I know I posted how long things took. It took us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sessions. Wow, it took us much longer than I thought. Oh no, it didn't. No, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong comment. It took us 2 sessions to reach the North Pole. And that was 6.25 hours and 5 hours. So 11.25 hours total. So we've gone 3. But that's of just driving. I think my old math was like just how long I was recording for. Because I think where we're at right now in the original mission is where I stopped the first day. Right? Sorry, I'm looking at a picture you guys can't see, unfortunately. I wish I could share my phone screen, but I can't. Yeah, we made it around the mountains. We're about to pass in 5 hours last time. So that's probably about accurate. That's probably where we'll end today. So then in about another 6 hours, probably less than that actually, because 6 hours included driving across the whole North Pole last time. So we should make it to the North Pole next stream. And maybe next stream I'll plan to just not end until we make it to the North Pole. How long do these streams typically go for? Between, I think, like 3 hours at the minimum, and they could go up to like 6 hours. It really depends on how much time I have that day. Today we're doing 3 hours, and we're an hour and a half in, so we have about an hour and a half left. I have to meet my wife to go grocery shopping after this, so I don't have too long. But usually minimum 3 hours. You don't have to stay for the whole thing. The stream video will stay on the channel if you want to watch what we were up to the whole time. But there'll also be an edited down video of the journey on the weekend. I try to shoot for Saturdays. So like if you don't want to watch the full stream, there will be an edited down version that's a little more entertaining, a little less dead air and just this. Day one's video is up if you wanted to watch it. I really should throw day one's video in the chat. Maybe I'll do that real quick. If anyone wants to watch it and hasn't seen it yet, I'm tabbed out. Hopefully I don't crash. What's on the grocery list? I need something else to make. But usual pasta. I don't know. Probably pasta. We eat a lot of pasta. We're vegetarians, so a lot of vegetables. Tofu probably. I like some tofu. So mainly just vegetables and pasta. Alright, there's the original video in chat, or not the original video, the day one video if anyone has missed it and wants to watch it or wants to check it out at some point. What else do we need? Toilet paper? It's nothing too crazy. We like to cook, and so if I'm cooking, it's usually like sauteed vegetables with rice or with pasta. My wife makes really good pasta dishes. We eat a lot of pasta, unfortunately. What's something we eat that's not pasta? Veggie burgers. Bakes. Make out of like veggie bakes. Like throw a bunch of vegetables in the oven with like cheese. Pasta is good, and it's like, it's pretty cheap. You can get like a thing of pasta and a thing of sauce, and it costs you like $3 to feed both of you. We're both in school, and It's also easy to make, so like it's cheap and it's easy. So like we both are in school full time, we both work full time, so we get home after working for 8 hours. The last thing I want to do is cook a whole meal. I can just boil some water, throw some pasta in, and go sit down, get up every few minutes to stir it, and then boom, it's done. You pour some sauce in it, call it a day, and then you sit on the couch and watch, I don't know, a movie, and then go to bed. That's it's easy. But like I said, if my wife's gone, sometimes my wife works overnights or she's gone for a whole night, I always make rice and usually mushrooms and whatever vegetables I have sauteed, thrown in the rice. Oh gosh, we're good, everything's fine. Or a KSP stream. It's actually midday for me. My wife worked at 3, so yeah, I decided to stream while she's gone. She just has a quick 4-hour shift today. So I was like, well, I'll do a quick 4-hour stream. It's actually only a 3-hour stream because I started a half hour after she left, and then I have to meet her in town, so I have to leave before she leaves because she's in town. So we got 2 more hours ish, a little less than 2 hours, hour 45. But I think I'm gonna do a quick save, and then I'm gonna BRB real fast. I'm gonna get a nice cold beverage because I am sweating. It's so hot out. And we have not turned on the air conditioning. We probably should do that soon. All right, BRB real fast. Good time? All right. I'm back with my cold beverage. Ugh. Let's I'm gonna quick save, even though I'm fairly confident I did that before I left, but just in case, we'll keep on keeping on. Nice flat land here. It's kind of nice. Oh, there's a hill over there. Oh, that's where the mountains are. We're getting close to the mountains. I'm gonna zoom out. It's gonna be really annoying to edit later. It's such like a flat area. Hopefully I'm not crashing. I'm not paying attention. There we go. And we're on the road again. The road that doesn't exist. We're making our own roads. Who needs roads when you have an all-terrain vehicle, 4-wheel drive? Yeah, I think today's the day where it's not even summer yet, but it's so hot in Michigan that I think it's time to get the ACs going. apparently, 2 years ago I had a big party at my house. My friend just sent me a picture of a party at my house from her Snapchat memories. Nice. Probably for my birthday. Over 20C, somewhere there. Let me see. It's currently 84 Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit to Celsius. 84. Yeah, it's 28.88 degrees Celsius here. But it's technically spring here still. It's not summer yet. I actually don't know when summer technically starts. It's in June. When does... Oop, if I can type correctly. When does summer start? Yeah, 29C is what it is currently. Technically, summer starts on June 21st, so we still have a couple more weeks until it's technically summer. Yeah, and it's already 29C or 84 degrees Fahrenheit, which is crazy. It's not pleasant. I don't like hot weather because it's hard to cool down. It's easy to get warmer in my opinion. And yeah, it's currently, I'm not able to cool down. I have my cold drink, just helping a little bit, but it's still hot. I'm in shorts. I'm like contemplating taking my shirt off and being shirtless in my office. But I don't know how much that will help. Did the music stop or is it changing songs? Alright, just changing songs. Sometimes it, I gotta restart the playlist, or start the playlist, another playlist, because it gets through all the songs I have on my page. Almost 650 kilometers. Which is like right on schedule, because we're an hour and a half in the stream, so I've done another half 100 kilometers. It's nice to know that it's about 100 kilometers an hour. I think that will make the math easier. Since I'm here to ask questions, will we be getting to the North Pole in this stream? Probably not. Probably not this stream. Because we're right here right now, so we still have all this to go. We'll probably end like around this mountain range, and then next stream we'll hopefully make it to the North Pole. It's about 6 hours away, the North Pole, and we're only about 4 hours in driving. We'll be driving for about another hour. And I think it's gonna take a little longer than 6 hours of actual driving time. Like I said, we're 3 hours and 40 minutes into driving, so we're about halfway there. And yeah, we have another hour and 20 minutes of the stream roughly. So no North Pole today, but hopefully North Pole next week. Summer by date, strangers usually go by average weather here. Don't know exactly, but I do know that it's winter if it's been below 0 C. It hasn't to be all day. Okay. Yeah, ours like certain days, it's just like the summer solstice is what we go based off of, I believe. Yeah, the summer solstice is what it's astronomical start of the season and marks the longest day of the year in the northern hemisphere. So that's what we go based off of. Meteorological summer begins on June 1st, so technically it's the meteorological summer, whatever that means. It's whatever Google is telling me. cultural or traditional summer are often celebrated around significant events rather than astronomy, such as Memorial Day, which we just had. So if you go based off that, it's technically summer culturally, but like summer officially begins with the summer solstice, June 21st, at least here where I live. I think you can classify it as summer because it is freaking hot outside. It's not even like, I guess it's not even as hot. Like summer will get to like 100 degrees Fahrenheit, which what is that? And let's find out what that is and see. 37 degrees Celsius. So our summers will get about 37 degrees Celsius. And it's like peak. Like 100, 103, 110, like on really crazy days. But that's like not very often. It's like once a year, if that. You're dead. Yeah, it's Michigan is a weird state where it gets really hot during the summer and it gets really cold in the winter. Last winter, I think it got to like minus 12, which is minus 24 Celsius. It's very, we get the extremes here in Michigan. Incredible music choice for the stream. Thank you so much. I think synthwave really does wonders for KSP and background music. Thank you guys, thank you. Shout out Midwest weather, yeah. It's wild. I wish we lived in a place that was a little more steady, but we don't. And we're, like I said earlier, we're considering moving states, like highly considering moving states. And right now we're thinking about, yep, 100 in the summer, minus 10 in the winter. Yep, that's the same here, yep. But we're thinking about Maine, which is also like just as bad winter-wise. I don't know about summer. I've actually, I don't know how Maine is in the summer. I mean, if you're gonna drive, the only correct music choice is synthwave. I agree. It is a driving music. Wasn't the movie Baby Driver has some cool synthwave? I've never seen it, but I like the music. I've listened to the music outside of the movie. I don't know, how does the Midwest used to live in Indiana? Yeah, Indiana's basically Midwest. We're neighbors. If I drive an hour, 2 hours, I'm in Indiana. Probably pretty similar, I'd imagine. I haven't spent much time in Indiana. The only reason I'd ever go to Indiana is to go to a flea market when I was younger. And like the Amish places that have really good like cheese and food. That's why I would go to Indiana. We'd go do a road trip to Indiana to go buy cheese from the Amish communities. It was like a family trip we'd do on occasion. Baby Driver is great. Yeah, one of my like favorite synthwave songs is from that movie. I forget what it's called. I'm gonna look it up. I'm pretty sure it's from Baby Driver. Maybe I'm wrong. I might be wrong. Hold on. There's not really much going on in Indiana aside from Indy 500 and the occasional NASCAR thingamabob. That's true. If you like NASCAR, it's a good place. I used to love NASCAR when I was a kid, but I haven't watched it in a long time. I grew up in a NASCAR family. My dad was a race car driver, like a local race car driver, so we watched a lot of NASCAR, but not anymore. I haven't watched a NASCAR race or gone to a racetrack in 20 years maybe. Now I gotta find that. I think the song's called Night Call. Night Call song. Yeah, Night Call by Kavinsky. Is that in Baby Driver? It was in The Lincoln Lawyer. Yeah, Night Call by Kavinsky. It's in Drive, apparently. I thought, okay, I guess I'm wrong. I'm not, it's not Baby Driver. It was in The Lincoln Lawyer, it was in Drive. It was in Riverdale, apparently. Okay, I'm wrong. It's not Baby Driver. It's in Drive. The Hail Melon is the best driving feat ever? I don't know what that is. The Hail Melon? I'm gonna Google it. More driving on my phone. Drive, Baby Driver are great. Okay, I'll have to check them out. I know one of my friends' like favorite movie was Baby Driver. But I have not seen either of them. Hail Melon. Ryan Gosling is literally me. Nice. What is this Hail Melon? One of the most creative moves. Oh, is this the guy that like drives up the wall? Hold on. I gotta watch. I'm gonna watch this 30-second NASCAR clip while I drive. Yeah, the guy that pushes himself against the wall to like pass so many people. That is literally the best driving feat ever. I don't know if I can play that. You must see the Hail Melon if you've ever seen him in NASCAR thing. I agree. I wish I can't put it on the screen. I think I'd get in trouble. Maybe I'd do it anyway. Hold on, I'm gonna figure out a way to get this on the stream. Denny, I gotta mute it though. I don't want sound on. How do I mute you? How do I mute a YouTube short? I don't have hold on. I gotta do this now. I gotta add a source. I gotta add a browser capture. Add source. Yep. Ignore that everyone. I just need to add a monitor capture, I think. Window capture. Yep. Everyone needs to see this. Okay, we're gonna watch a quick NASCAR clip together. This is the Hail Melon. He just like pushes himself against the wall and just hits the gas. Passes like 6 cars doing that. That is actually insane. What a baller. Does he actually pass anyone? Yeah, I guess he. Oh yeah, passes quite a bit of people. Wow. All right, that's enough of that. That is such a go-to move, and I think he got in trouble for that. They were like, you cannot do that ever again. Actually, they banned it. Yeah. Press enemy short, so that's good to know. How far in are we? I just got here. We are 3 hours and 45 minutes into the journey, but we are probably like I don't know, 80 hours away from getting there. I don't know how long it will take, to be quite honest. We do have only about an hour and 15 minutes of the stream left for the day, but we'll be back next week. You can rewatch the stream. It'll be on my channel. There will be an edited down version of this stream on the weekend, hopefully Saturday, so you can watch it all back if you want. Hail Melon makes me patriotic. I agree. They banned it. He has 8 people doing it. He did to qualify, so he can just get to the next race. Nice. He didn't get in trouble. It wasn't against the rules of the time because they went, why would anyone try that? He didn't get any trouble for it. That's awesome. Hello. Welcome, everyone that's joining. I gotta fix, I accidentally minimized some of my screens. So yeah, I moved my screen to watch that video. I gotta reset up my third monitor here so I can see what we're doing. My mic sounds strange, does it? What is wrong with it? You're the first person to say this. Is it peaking badly? Nah, it's fine. I don't know who to believe. I will say last stream after I was done, I was like, wow, my mic sounded awful and no one told me. I did a little bit of testing, like it's close to my mouth. Oh yeah, I'm close to it. Is this better? I get closer and closer as the stream goes on. I don't know why. I don't know if it's any better. I can also turn it down a bit. That is the main issue. It wasn't like that last stream. Okay. Funny mic noise. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening. I'll turn it down. Hopefully you can still hear me after I turn it down. It's better? Okay. I guess let me know if I overcorrected too much. I turned the microphone down and I'm away from it. It's better now. Okay. You guys can still hear me now? Everything's good? I don't want bad mic quality. That's like the only thing we got going for us right now. Just bass boost it so everyone thinks it's intentional. Yeah. Like those microwaved memes where they just like bass boost the crap out of it. Don't you want to try to put scatterer in collision mode? No, I'm scared of being in collision with collisions on. I think I'll run into trees. I think we'd have to quick load and quick save a lot more than we would want. Is the Rover able to go indefinitely if you're on the day side of the planet? Yeah, it's able to actually go indefinitely even when it's nighttime. So you can see we're like barely using any electric charge because I have all of these. We're full of RTGs. I have so many RTGs on this that it just constantly makes power. We don't even need these solar panels. They're there just in case things go wrong. But yeah, even at night we can drive indefinitely. We used to have engines. If you watch the day one video, which I linked in the chat earlier, if you watch the day one video, it's like 18 minutes. If you want to, you don't have to. I'm not in charge of anyone. But we had engines and we lost them, and I accidentally quick saved when I wasn't supposed to, and this is where we're at now. I want an indefinitely going car. Me too, that'd be nice. I'm sick of putting gas in my car. Spicy heater, yeah, it reminds me of The Martian, where he like digs up that RTG and puts it in there to heat himself up. That's such a good movie. I love that movie. If you haven't seen The Martian, you should. It's so good. Yeah, for those that are just joining us, we have made it 668 kilometers. We've been driving for almost 4 hours. This is where we've gone so far. Obviously, it's small. We started at the science center. This part, if you can see my cursor, was day 1, and then this part from this dot up is day 2. I'll zoom in a little bit more. This is day 2 of driving so far. You can have it, just put a dozen of RTGs in the trunk. Yeah, you could. You could make your own Rover if you want like a nuclear powered thing in the back of your car. The Martian, Hail Mary, or Interstellar, pick one. Okay, so unfortunately, I have not seen Hail Mary or Interstellar, so I'm gonna say The Martian. But I know Hail Mary was written by the same author, so it's probably also fantastic. And Interstellar, I haven't seen for some reason. I want to, but I haven't seen that one yet. I know what happens in it, just from spoilers on the internet. But Interstellar, Hail Mary, The Martian. Really, Martian's the worst for you. Okay, I'll have to watch him. I've been trying to convince my wife to watch The Martian with me, and she won't do it for some reason. She did want to see Hail Mary, though, and I think it's because Ryan Gosling's in it. Who doesn't want to stare at Ryan Gosling for 2 hours? Go see Hail Mary now, date with your wife. That's a good idea. I think we were gonna go see it, we just didn't. Now she's at work, and I'm streaming. I can't do it right now. Maybe after. Hail Mary is fun, but the physics and orbital maneuvers are all wrong. Okay, interesting. Yeah, Hail Mary was a little more sci-fi than The Martian was. The Martian was like based in a little bit of reality, I feel like. But like I said, I don't know anything about Hail Mary other than Ryan Gosling's in it, and it was written by the same guy who wrote The Martian. Interstellar, I actually know nothing about, other than they're like a lot of weird time things are involved, I think. Is that Interstellar? Maybe I'm thinking of a different movie. Is Interstellar the one with like Sandra Bullock, or is that there was another like space movie around that time? Ryan did a really good job portraying Grace in the movie. It was a very fun movie to watch. I've seen some clips from it, and it looks really entertaining. I wonder if it's still in theaters. It might still be in theaters where I'm at. It's not all wrong, but it is a bit more liberal with it. Okay, that makes sense. CGI is pretty good to look at too. Nice. Yeah, it's on my list of movies to go see. Interstellar has time dilation. It's got that actress who played Catwoman in Christopher Nolan films. Okay, yeah. Is that Christopher Nolan? Was it Halle Berry in the Christopher Nolan ones? Or was she the original ones? Halle Berry's an adventure movie in space grounded in science fiction. Okay, that makes sense. I'm gonna Google Interstellar on my phone, so I'm texting and driving again. Interstellar. Oh, Anne Hathaway. Anne Hathaway is who played Catwoman. That's right. It's got Matt Damon in it. Michael Caine's in it. John Lithgow's in Interstellar. Timothy Chalamet. Matthew McConaughey. Wow, well, I don't know why I haven't seen this movie. There's a lot of big people in it. Oh, it is a Christopher Nolan movie. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to watch that now. I've heard it's a little depressing. Just with the time dilation stuff. I'd still watch it though. That doesn't mean anything. I like space stuff. It's cool. The last space movie I watched was Mickey 17. And then I fell asleep. I watched it on an airplane, and I fell asleep like an hour in the movie. And I woke up to the ending. So I missed most of the movie, but what I did watch was good. My wife said it was good. It was weird, but it was good. I need more space movies in my life. I need more movies in my life in general, I think. We've been watching Survivor is all I've been watching. To work tomorrow. Have a good stream. Don't text and drive, kids, or you'll break your thrusters. Happens a lot more than you think. It does. Well, have a great night. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out for a bit. Always appreciated. Good to see you. Hopefully see you next week. But if not, I'll see you when I see you. Have a good night. Good luck at work. I luckily don't have to work tomorrow. I get tomorrow off. But I'll be back to work on Wednesday. And I gotta go cut a bunch of rebar is apparently what's in store for me. Cutting like 1,000 pieces of rebar. 20-foot pieces. I gotta cut each 20-foot piece into 8-foot sections. So I gotta cut every piece twice. We were doing it with Sawzalls and that really wasn't working out. Though my boss bought a rebar cutter, so hopefully it's a little easier this time. As we just planted a bunch of grapes for the winery, so we gotta put rebar in the ground for the vines to grow on eventually. So that's what I'm up to, working in the hot heat, building a winery from the ground up. But it's not bad. Luckily the owners are really cool, so it makes the manual labor worth it. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears go into it, but it's all good. It's a good time. Look at that. We're almost at 700 kilometers. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. 20 more kilometers. We're at 700, and then we've gone. We started like 4. So almost 300 kilometers. What? Actually, hold on. I gotta do math. We started at like 400 kilometers. Yeah, we almost got 300 kilometers. What? Is that true? That doesn't seem right at all. Or was it? It was, yeah, it was 400. Anyway, whatever. We've almost gone 300 kilometers. That's pretty cool. What kind of wine are you making? So, a lot. We planted, I want to say like 12 different kinds of grapes. I work for a brewery and winery. I don't know if you were here for that. So I brew beer, I help make the wine. They just recently bought an old abandoned apple orchard that we're converting into a vineyard. And then the next few years, they're going to build a building out there too to make their own winery. Right now they just own a small little bar downtown that I bartend at on weekends. And then Monday through Thursday, I'm at their farm doing whatever they need. Driving bobcats, cutting rebar, trimming trees, driving a four-wheeler around aimlessly sometimes. A lot of work, but a lot of fun. A lot of, it's all the wine they make is, I mean, they have whites and reds with grapes that grow well in Michigan, so it's a lot of like lesser known grapes. Petit Pearl, Marquette, Vidal Blanc, Cayuga Whites, Traminette, Frontenac, St. Croix, and there's a handful of others that we are just working with this year we haven't worked with before. A lot of whites and reds, all 0% residual sugar. I feel like this is an advertisement for the winery I work at, and I promise it's not, because I'm not going to tell you the name of it. Maybe if I ever stop working there, I'll tell people the names so they can try their beer and wine, because it's all really good. All the beer's good, mainly because I'm the one that brews it. Not all of it, but most of it. And the wine is all good, and I help crush those grapes and all that. I'm their only employee. There's 3 of us. Well, there's 4 of us technically. There's the 2 owners. Then there's me as their only full-time employee, and then we have another gentleman who works when I want days off. So, like, next week I'm going to be gone for a week, so he's going to cover that weekend for me. But that's all he is like a backup bartender. That's all he does. So really I'm the only employee. So I do pretty much anything they need. I tiled their floor one time. I brew, like I said, I help make the wine. I did some painting over the last summer. I'm just like their guy. I'm their guy they call, help them do whatever they need. I mowed the lawn one time. Actually twice. I've mowed the lawn twice. It's a good time. A lot of hard work though, unfortunately. I'm not really a manual labor guy. I'm like a sit behind a desk and do stuff. I'm in school for software development. Like, I'm not a big strong guy. I'm a small guy who unfortunately does manual labor, but it's all good. I told them I'm only helping until I graduate, and then I'm out. So every so often the owner will say, "When do you graduate again?" Like, well, you got like 8 more months with me, and then hopefully I'll be sitting in a nice air-conditioned office just coding something. We'll see though. That's the plan anyway. I just want to be like an office pleb. That's like my dream. I just want to be a cog in the machine in an office. Ideally not in an office, in my own office. I want to work from home for a company just coding something. We'll see if that ever comes to fruition. I think everyone should do manual labor at some point. I agree. I think it's good for you. I've just been doing it long enough. I turn 32 tomorrow, and I've been doing manual labor since I was 18. And then I got this job trying to get out of manual labor. I was just gonna be their like salesperson, and then occasional bartender, and then I ended up being just their bartender, and then I ended up being their manual labor guy and their bartender, and then I ended up just doing everything for them. Because unfortunately for me, it's good and it's bad. I kind of just like, I learn stuff really quickly, and I'm pretty efficient at doing things. So like, as long as I know what I'm doing, I can do it really quickly and get done with things fast. So then they just add more. Not them specifically, but any job I've ever had, there's like, oh, you're good at this and you're fast at it. Here's more things to do. And that's just the story of my life. But luckily, I really enjoy the owners of this company, so I don't mind shedding some sweat and some blood for them. I just don't want to do it forever. I'm ready for my cozy AC office job. I'm an engineer, but in my youth I did warehouse and factory work. Makes me appreciate not only my own job, but also the job of those that still do manual labor, for sure. I think about that when I'm on the farm. I'm like, I just worked for 6 hours doing this thing, and there's people that do that 40 hours a week, 8 hours a day, some more than that. Some people work 12 hours a day, 7 days a week doing that, and I'm just like, not me. I'm tired after like I don't know, a few hours of manual labor. But I really do appreciate the people that do that, because that's what makes the world go around for the most part. People that work their bodies hard. This is what keeps us going and makes it so I'm able to sit at a desk and do nothing. Not do nothing, but like not use my muscles. Use my brain muscle. The good news is like usually only like 3 days a week I'm doing manual labor. 2 to 3, and then the other 3 I'm just standing behind a bar, handing people beers and talking. So half of my work shift is socializing and handing people beers, and the other half is manual labor. So I get a break on the weekends where I just get to stand there and talk to people, which is exhausting in its own regard, because sometimes I don't feel like socializing and I'm like, I got an 8-hour shift where I just gotta talk to people. Sometimes that gets a little tiring too, but it's not physically tiring, it's just mentally tiring. As an introvert, I really should not be a bartender, but I am, and I make it work. I just gotta go home and like not talk for like an hour and lay on the couch. Alright, we're past these mountain ranges. And it's only 5:45 here locally. Sorry, I'm gonna zoom the map view. We might make it farther than I planned, but I don't know. We'll see. I should make it around these mountains for sure. Like onto this like peninsula of a part, maybe? I don't know, we got an hour or so of driving left in this today. I probably should quick save. I will quick save at 700 meters, or 700 kilometers. I think that's a good point to save. I don't know if there's anything too entertaining for this video edit. I'll have to edit this on Saturday, but it's all driving. There hasn't been any conflict. We'll see how it goes when I edit it. We might have to like skip a week of video and just add the short form video, not the short form, the medium form. It's not a live stream. It might be two weeks in one. We'll see. Did you pack spare parts for this very long trip? Sort of. I have repair kits. Oh, that one's already empty. I have repair kits in here for the wheels, and then I am going to be flying resupply missions. So like, eventually, I broke my engines. I downloaded a mod where I can add engines back on, but not the correct engines. I can bring different kinds of engines. And then I'll bring more fuel, which we don't need currently because we have no engines to use that fuel, but we will fly plane out for more repair kits, eventually engines, and yeah, maybe some docking ports. I gotta figure out how I want to attach the engines, because the engines that I want back on the Rover, the mod doesn't allow us to install. So I'll either have to go with different engines or fly out docking ports, put docking ports on the back of this, and then have like another thing that is dropped that has the engines I can connect to those docking ports. I'm not quite sure how we'll do it. I may play around with it off stream before next week, or next week we can do some designing before we start driving. I'm not quite sure yet what we'll do. If anyone has any suggestions, feel free to say. You can take off the air intakes using engineers if you don't think you can fix the engines. Sure, yeah. We should be able to fix the engines. I just don't think I can bring air breathing engines, which is what I want for their efficiency. But I think if I have the engineers with that mod put docking ports on the back, and then have a plane deliver us something that can connect those engines to the docking ports, then we'll be able to use our air intakes again. I don't need all 4 of these though, but we'll see. We'll see when we get there. Oh, 700 kilometers. All right, let's hit the brakes. Do a quick save. so we don't have to drive more if we crash. This thing takes forever to slow down. There we go, and quick save. Perfect. And continue on. I guess my map does show me like 106 kilometers visible. So that's like 50 kilometers to there. This is 150. So that's what, like 75 kilometers from there to there. So we should make it, we'll probably make it to like here today. Just under that mountain range, I bet. Stops on a dime. It does not. It stops, it takes a while. It's because I have the brakes at 95%. I don't want it to stop so suddenly that things go crazy and we crash. I'd rather it slow down a little slower than full kilt, because you never know what will happen. Sometimes you stop and like the front hits the ground and it's not good. So 95, we can stop a little slower and still be safe. I'd rather it stop slow and not do damage than stop fast and potentially kill us. Whew. Yeah, we're making good progress. I'm pretty happy with how far we've gone. In 2 hours, we've gone 300 kilometers. That math doesn't seem right still. Was it 380? I could have sworn it was 300. I guess I gotta fact check myself. Oh, it was 430. 430 is what we went. So we're at 704. So we've gone 324 kilometers, which is still really good. What made you have this crazy idea in the first place? So for those that don't know, I talk about it a lot, so I assume most people know. I did this 4 years ago, and I was just at work, and I thought, how crazy would it be just to like do a road trip in Kerbal Space Program? And I was like, I could go to the North Pole. I could drive to the North Pole. That might be fun. And then I did it like off camera. And I was like, okay, I mean, that was fun, but like that wasn't that intense. I was like, what if I drove to the South Pole? And then I started like looking at the map, and I'm like, you can do it. There is land from the Science Center all the way up north and then back down south. I was like, I should just do it. And then I posted it on Reddit. And I was like, I'm thinking about doing this road trip to the South Pole. And then that Reddit post, like, in my opinion, exploded. I can look at the... I'll look at the numbers here. 4,000 likes, which is a lot, in my opinion, for a random Reddit post I decided to post. And I was like, well, if all of these people are like, yeah, you should do that, that sounds like a great idea. I was like, I better just do it then. So then I did it. And then years went past, and I kept thinking about it. I would be like, I should do that again. That was fun. I should do that with like parallax installed where it looks nicer. I should take a different route. And I kept thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it. So then, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, I was like, I'm just going to do it, actually. I'll just do it again. Why don't I just do it again? And then I made a new route, and here we are. It wasn't too much of a thought process other than, I should do that. And then I did it. And then I'm like, I should do that again. And then I'm like, yeah, let's do it again. And then here we are. I don't know. I think it's kind of a fun challenge. Like, maybe driving for... Like, originally it was 37 hours for the first trip. Maybe driving for 37 hours in a video game isn't fun, but the story is, like, I did this in a game. I drove for 37 hours. I think that's a fun story. And then doing it again, the reason I'm live streaming it is so that I can have fun while I do it and talk to people and have a good time, have some conversations. So it makes the actual journey fun, along with the story of, like, I spent 80 hours, 100 hours, whatever it's gonna end up being, driving in this video game. Especially the fact that it's a video game where, like, this isn't a driving simulator. This is a space simulator, and I'm like not doing that at all. I don't know, I just think that thought is funny. I played this space simulator, and instead of going to space, I drove for 80 hours. I don't know, I think it's just a silly story. So that's where we're at. I just like the idea of saying I did this silly challenge for no reason other than because I wanted to do it and knew that I could do it. It's just like a weird life achievement that I did this thing. And I flew a plane up to the absolute North Pole once. That was enough for me. Yeah, I do that too. I've flown some planes out to the North Pole. It is fun. Well, you're doing it with me by watching the stream, so if you check in here and there, you can tell people you also drove to the South Pole. You were a passenger to driving to the South Pole. Everyone in chat can now say they were a passenger in a road trip to the South Pole. I think even if you're only gonna watch, even if you only watch 5 minutes of the stream, you were a passenger. You were part of it. You were part of the story. And I think that's fun. I'm sorry, I'm checking my phone while I drive again. Texting and driving all the time. I'm a bad boy. Kerbal police are gonna get me. Keep getting a bunch of notifications because, like I said, I'm in school. And my professor is like emailing me right now for some reason. I don't know why. Not me specifically, just like the class in general about weird things that are going on. I'm in an economics class, so anytime anything political happens, I get an email about it, which is not that fun. Yes! Sorry. It reminds me of the Minecraft streamer that was going to the Farlands. Did he ever make it? Yes, Kurt J. Mack. Did it, I think, like, I don't know if he streamed it, but he did. Maybe we might be talking about a different person, but Kurt J. Mack did 2 or 3 videos a week of walking to the Farlands. And he did make it. And honestly, I feel like I probably was inspired by him. And you know, a crazier challenge that I have on the back burner, it's literally in my phone notes of something I want to do, is walk a kerbal somewhere. I want to walk a kerbal to like the North Pole or the South Pole or something. And that would take forever because they only go like 5 meters a second. But if I did it, I'd probably do it as like a big long, like if I'm ever in a position where I can do like a I don't know, like a subathon or like a 24-hour live stream or 48-hour live stream or whatever, I would walk a kerbal somewhere, and probably for like charity or something. Like anything this video makes of this kerbal walking is for whatever organization. I don't know. That is a plan I have. And it's all thanks to Kurt J. Mack. I don't even know if I'm assuming he makes content still. I don't follow him anymore for some reason. I gotta look him up real quick. Kurt J. Mack. You know, it's Farlands or bust. He does still make content. It looks like he's still walking too. He's Farlands and beyond now instead of Farlands or bust. That's really cool. I've always found it very interesting looking at people that just plays the game wrong. Speedruns, glitches, strange restrictions, all fun. That's how I play games. Even when I'm alone, I make dumb challenges for myself. Like I was playing Farming Simulator by myself, and I'm like, I'm gonna start with no money at all. and all I can do is go find sticks on the ground to take to the lumber mill to sell, to make money, so I can like buy a chainsaw to like cut down trees and on property I don't own. That's kind of the stuff I do in my free time. What other challenges have I done alone? I've done a lot of, like, some of the videos on my channel are like take out everyone challenges. I don't want to say the C or the K word, not the C word, the K word. Take out everyone challenges where I just play Hitman and my goal is just to like not leave anyone standing. I don't know. I think it's fun. I think it's fun to play games and how you want to play games. Or I did a Skyrim video where I like literally could not pick up anything. I beat the game just with my fists and my loincloth. In Legendary mode too, which was... I don't recommend it. And I want to do Fallout. I said I was going to do Fallout, which I haven't done yet. A Fallout with not equipping anything. Like playthrough in the hardest difficulty. I just think it's fun to make challenges and to complete them. I play OpenTTD. I don't know if you're familiar with OpenTTD. It's Transport Tycoon Deluxe. It's like an old 90s game that is open source now. I do a lot of challenges alone playing that. Like, I'm gonna start with enough money for one car. And that's all I can have until I make enough money to buy a second car. And they have mods where you like the game starts in like the 1930s, I think, and then there's mods where you can start in the 1800s where you just have a horse and carriage. I've done that where you're just like, I only have a horse and carriage and I gotta make enough money to keep going. What mod is the map? Looks fun. So it's still regular Kerbal, but there's the Parallax mod, which adds the trees and grass and things, and then I have like Eve, which is like environmental visual enhancements, I think it stands for, which is where like the clouds and stuff come from. And then I have another mod, I can't remember the name of it. It's something FX. FFX or something. Do I still have that folder open? I do. It's TUFX, which is like with the shader, so it looks a little nicer. Those are some of the visual effects that I have. I'll put a list of the mods in the description tonight at some point. Roam Total War with general locked camera. Sieges are impossible if the enemy has stone walls. I've never played Roam Total War. That sounds fun. Is that like a city builder game, or is it just like a war game? It sounds like it's one of those like turn-based games. I've not played that. Yeah, I think it's fun to... Maybe that's not how the devs intended, but it's something you can do and you can make challenges. Really, like, all that matters is, like, are you having fun? And if you're not having fun, will it make a fun story to tell your friends? That's the things I do in games. I used to tell one of my coworkers back when I worked at the Home Depot all these like weird games I was playing, because I only play like simulators and sandbox games. And he's like, I just need to make a game that's just like boring guy simulator, and I think you would love it. And I was like, I probably would love it. I just love simulators and sandbox games. I like doing whatever I want to do. War game, turn-based world map, real-time tactical battles. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Roam Total War. I bet my boss has played that. I'll have to ask him about it. He likes those kinds of games. Turn-based games. I'll look it up on my phone right now. Roam Total War. Oh, my stomach is growling. I don't know if you can hear that. Okay, that looks crazy. Roam Total War. That looks cool, though. I'd like to check that out. I kind of like some of those war games. I'm not good at them. I'm awful at turn-based games. Oh, sorry. I got scared by that tree. I forgot collisions aren't on. Oh, God. That was my stomach drop staring at that tree. 20 years old or something. That's okay. I play a lot of old games. Like I said, OpenTTD was a 90s game. Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 I still play. That was a 90s game. XCOM UFO Defense, also a 90s game that I play pretty often. I don't know, they're just, I feel like those older games are easy to just like jump in and do whatever. And maybe you can only play for 30 minutes. You can just hop in and do something really quickly. And it doesn't take a lot of like brain power. Maybe that one does. I can't speak for Total War or Rome Total War, but like these other games you can just like jump in and just have fun with really quickly. Something with the video now, jump scare tree, yeah. That like actually scared the crap out of me. I'm like on my phone, which I shouldn't be while I'm driving. Then I look up and there's a tree in front of me. Gosh, it's like I was actually driving for a minute there. I was scared. Can you, sorry, I'm just got a weird, random stray thought. Can you look from, no, I was trying to see if you could have like a view from the kerbals like you can when you're in a capsule. We have about 30 or so minutes left of the stream. I probably could scoot to the left and go check the coast out a bit. We'll go on like a little bit more of an angle. We'll go this way. That way we eventually kind of get closer to the coast. Yeah, if you guys are down for it, I feel like the channel as far as videos go, for now at least, it's just gonna be Kerbal Space Program. But I want to stream some other games, and games that people want to watch. So if there's any games you want to see me play on stream, maybe make videos out of. I don't know. We'll see how people react. I'm totally down for it. I really don't want to necessarily be a Kerbal Space Program channel, but if that's what the people want, that's what the people will get, and I'll keep making weird challenges and things for this. But I would like to play some other things now and then. I've been thinking about Minecraft a lot recently. I don't know how people feel about Minecraft, but I don't think I've actually played Minecraft in like 8 years. Like I've played it now and then for like fun for a few hours, but I haven't like dived in, and there's been so many updates. It's like a whole different game from when I've played it. I think I'd like to play Minecraft at some point and just like dive into it, but see if people want that. So obviously I'm not gonna spend hours and hours playing a game if everyone's like, no, we don't want to see that. 730 kilometers. We are cruising. These like, look at this weird effect. See on the docking port, all like trails behind. Something weird going on with the shader. That's okay. It's fine. Don't even look at it. It's fine. All right, our current trajectory should put us by the water soon. Yeah, I think the main video of day 2 is gonna be pretty short. Nothing crazy happened, but that's okay. We had fun during the stream, and we made a lot of progress, and that's the main goal, is to make it to the South Pole, and that's what we're doing. I'm not saying don't, but there are many Minecraft streamers, you know, have a lot of competition. That's okay. Like, I think it's just like, if people want to watch it. Like, if the people that hang out with me want to watch it, I'd be down for it. I'm not trying to like compete. I'm not trying to blow up. I mean, that'd be cool, but I'm just trying to have fun and play games with people. That's fun. I do want to start at some point like a Minecraft server for people to play on, so we can like play Minecraft together. It doesn't even have to be, not even for a video, just like have a server where we can hang out and play together. That's definitely a goal at some point. I just gotta look into a way of doing that, because I don't think there would be a lot of people that want to play, but it needs to be big enough to where the people that want to play can play. It would just be like a vanilla Minecraft server. That's something I've been wanting to do for years and just haven't done yet. I'll have to get that going soon. I just want to play Minecraft with people, I think is the main thing I'm saying. I want to play Minecraft, and I want to play with other people that want to play Minecraft. Doesn't have to be for a video, doesn't have to be for a stream. I just want to get in the game, play around. Same with 7 Days to Die. I would love to find people that want to play 7 Days to Die on a server. I've only ever played that game alone. And I think it'd be fun to play with people. But I don't think any of my friends play that. I think I convinced one of my friends to buy it once. But I only talk to him once every like 6 months. So I don't know if he'd be down to play it with me. I think he's got enough going on. He's like a game developer now, and still has his like day job, and has a wife and a child. So he's got a lot going on. I don't know if he would have time to sit down and play a game with me. I'll have to ask him next time I talk to him. We're just we're both really busy, and unfortunately busy in days where when we're not busy, the other one's busy. I like this song in the background. It's kind of like goosebumpsy. The song is called Wired by AGST. I'm saying that so later when I edit this video I can find the song again. I like this one. It reminds me of the Goosebumps theme song. Oh, it's gone now. Dang it. It's one thing you'll learn about me as you hang out with me on the streams is I love creepy things. I love horror movies. In my office I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's only 5, but I have 5 things that are horror movie related on the walls. 6. I have a hat. If you have an old PC lying about, start with that. Easiest way. Set up a server on MineOS jail. Okay. I do have, I don't know if a laptop would run it, but I have 2 laptops. I do have my old desktop computer, but I promised my wife that I would turn that into a gaming computer for her. I promised her about 3 years ago that I would do that, so I probably should do that soon. But potentially I could run on hers if she's not using it. Oop, oop, oop. We're good, we're good. Sorry, I hit that bump and it scared me a little. I wonder if we'll hit 800 kilometers before we end. Got about 30 minutes left. And about, what, 58 kilometers to go? We might hit it. We also might stop at the ocean and take a look at it. Absolute easiest with free NOS. You can download MineOS straight from the UI. It basically just works. Okay, that's good to know. I'll have to keep that in mind. Because I'd probably want at least like, I don't know, 50 people to be able to play. I don't know if that many people will play, but I want to make sure there's enough room for everyone. I want to make it so whoever wants to play can play. My stomach is growling so much. I can't wait for dinner. What have I done? There we go. Oh, nope. There we go. Oops. Yeah, it's what, 6 p.m. here, 6:15. I have not eaten yet today. I probably should eat some food after the stream. You need something beefier than an old laptop. Okay. I'm always down to play. I don't have much happening this summer. Okay, yeah. We could probably get something rolling soon. I'm unfortunately a super busy guy, but I typically will always find some time for video games. Right now, so I really don't have a lot of free time. but my free time right now is going to streaming and editing. But I'm sure I can still squeeze out a few hours here and there to play Minecraft or other games. It's always a little bit of time you can find somewhere. Should be pretty. It looks like we're so close to this ocean, but I don't know if we actually are. It feels close. For how long do you expect driving to South Pole to take? So when I did this 4 years ago, it took 37 hours, and that was like, in my opinion, the quickest way you could do it. I mean, people did it in like 20 hours. We're taking a route that's like twice as long, so probably like, if I had to put a guess, I'd probably say like 60 hours, and we are 4 hours in, so we got a while to go still. But I don't know, I would love to see how long it will take. I don't even know how many kilometers it is. I think I've had people tell me it's like between 400 or 4,000 and 7,000 kilometers of driving, and we're almost to 1,000 kilometers. We'll make 1,000 kilometers next stream for sure, and hopefully make it to the North Pole. So then we're probably like a third of the way there by the time we get to the North Pole. Too bad I'm in Europe, as your ping would be bad. My server's basically doing nothing nowadays. Maybe. I don't know. Could always give it a try and see how it goes. I might be able to host a server like in between, so everyone has mediocre ping. I don't know. We'll see. When's the next stream? It'll be next week. So my day job, I never know what days off I have, so I don't, unfortunately, I'm not really able to give like a big amount of notice, but it more than likely next Monday or next Tuesday. But I will let you know. I can announce it by Sunday, like schedule a stream by Sunday. And it'll probably be Monday or Tuesday. And then on Saturdays, ideally, maybe Sundays, the edited down version of the stream comes out. If you don't want to watch a whole stream but still want to see the progress we made, I'll put it in chat again. There was the day one video of our journey, if you want to catch up on what we did last stream. And as always, the stream stays on the channel, so if you ever want to watch the 4-hour long stream from last week, and then it'll be about 3 hours this week. If you want to watch them, feel free, but you don't have to. That's why we're doing the edited down versions, so you can still be in the know and not spend 4 hours of your day watching it. But once a week, usually Mondays or Tuesdays, we'll do between 3 to 6 hours of driving, depending on how much free time I have. And then Saturdays or Sundays, we can call it like the hero video will come out. I'll catch up after the stream. Awesome. Yeah, we're gonna be driving for probably another like 25 minutes or so, and then I have to go meet my wife at the grocery store and buy groceries. That's why I have to end the stream. My wife doesn't like shopping alone, and I don't blame her, so I'll join her to make sure we got all the groceries we need, and then hopefully make dinner, because I am starving. I'm very hungry. But as always, thank you everyone that has been hanging out and chatting. I appreciate it. Keeping me sane for this voyage. It's the main reason I'm streaming it, is so I have people to hang out with while I do it. Keep some sanity. Newly married, yes. It's been almost a month now, actually. It's May 14th. We got married, so it's been about 3 weeks. We've been together for 3 years, though, and we've been talking about getting married basically since we first started hanging out. My wife and I have known each other for, oh god, how long have we known each other? 10 years? 8 years, maybe 8 years. I think 2018, we were co-workers together. And we literally worked with each other for 6 hours a day, every day. And we were really good friends, and we were both in different relationships, like different long-term relationships. And then I moved to a new town because my other relationship ended. And I moved to a new town, and I was like, I wasn't allowed to hang out with her in my previous relationship because we were too good of friends, apparently. But anyway, I was like, you know what? I wasn't allowed to hang out with this girl. I'm gonna see what she's up to, and I'm gonna go hang out with her. And we did, and then we basically have not stopped hanging out since then. And then we got married. So yeah, we've known each other for a while. We spent 30 some hours a week together every week. So it wasn't like we jumped into it. Sometimes it pays to shoot your shot. It does. It does. And never in a million years would I think that would I have thought I would get married to her, because she is way more attractive than me. Like, she's out of my league. I don't know why she keeps me around, but she does. Oh, this hill is struggling. We're slowing down real quick. We might make it up the hill though. I might have to serpentine a bit. Serpentine. Slowing down too fast. Thanks, Siggy, for the congrats. Yeah, I talked about this last stream, so I'll stop talking about it so it's not on every stream, but we went to Mexico. Got married in Mexico, a destination wedding with 29 of our friends and family. And it was a heck of a lot of fun. We were in Mexico for a whole week, and it was basically a non-stop party for a week. A lot of fun. If and when you guys get married, if you're not already, destination weddings, awesome. It was cheap compared to like a wedding here. It was cheap, and it was so much fun. And we went to an all-inclusive resort, so like we just got to like party it up for a week for the cost of like a venue here. The downside is we couldn't invite a bunch of people. Like originally when we were gonna get married in Michigan here, we had like 100 and some people on our list. But like a lot of people didn't want to go to Mexico, couldn't afford to go to Mexico, so we ended up with 29 people. But the benefit is though, if there's people you don't want to invite to your wedding, and you know they don't want to go thousands of miles away from their home, you can still invite them and they just won't come. Some people don't like traveling, which I think is crazy. I think you should see the world. That's kind of where I'm at. I think you should get out there and see other cultures and experience new things. But some people don't like that. But it was a heck of a lot of fun. Oof, can we make it up this hill? Come on. Up the hill, up the hill, up the hill. Ooh, we can see the water. Well, that's a cool little like island thing there. Sorry, I'm zooming out. Editing me's gonna be so mad that I have to edit that out later. That way it's not like jarring when I speed it up. Well, we're probably not gonna make the 800 kilometers like I originally thought, but you know what? We're pretty close. I think, sorry, I'm in map view. We'll be wrapping up here shortly-ish. Hello from Scotland. Looks like quite the expedition. Thank you, the potato. It is quite the expedition. We're almost 800 kilometers in. It's been 4.5 hours of driving. And we probably have, I don't even begin to know where to guess. We probably have, it's probably 6,000 kilometers. So we're like almost a sixth of the way there. I don't know what's 4 times 6. I feel like I'm under guesstimating. That's 24. Yeah, it'll be longer than that. Sorry, I'm like a broken record sometimes. I did this 4 years ago, where I drove to the South Pole in a route that took 37 hours. and the route we're taking this time is probably twice as long, so it'll probably take like 60 some to 80. We are cruising. Sorry, I might crash. Okay, we're good. It could be like 60 to 80 hours. What's the purpose of the mission? To say that we did it. There really isn't a purpose other than to say that I drove to the South Pole in Kerbal Space Program. That's really the extent of it. Bragging rights, fun. That's about it. There is no reason. No good reason. Like I said, I did this 4 years ago. I really liked it, and I think the achievement of saying I did it was the main thing that I got from it, and I wanted to do it again. And I wanted to see more cool things. So this route that we're taking, there's Easter eggs along the way that we'll stop and check out. I'm kind of afraid to go down this hill. I'm afraid I might not get back up. Oh, this is a big drop. I'm glad I hit the brakes. Can you stop driving before you hit this hill? No, not down the hill, not down the hill. Okay, I gotta turn the brakes up more because we are not stopping. Okay, there we go. A legend at work. Thank you, the potato. Bring the games done quick. I don't know if this is a games done quick thing. Do they do things that aren't speedrunning? I've only ever seen speedrunning from GDQ. I'm afraid to go down this hill. Do you think I can get back up this? We lost our engines last stream. We only made it 3 hours in before we lost our engines. We gotta figure that out at some point because we will need engines for part of the journey. We're gonna be crossing part of the ocean. We're gonna use this thing as a boat at some point. GDS? What is GDS? GDS I'm not familiar with. GDQ is games done quick, if I'm correct. Where people do speed running. Do I go down this hill? I can get back up that way. I kind of want to go down this hill. Been playing KSU for about 10 years. Still haven't explored the Easter eggs on Kerbal apart from the ones that I found by a fluke when re-entering. Nice. Go touch the water. All right. Potato wins. We're going to go touch the water. Did I quick save before? Hold on. Let's quick save before I go down this hill. We're going to go touch the water. That's how we ended last stream for the most part, was touching the ocean. So we'll do it again. Yeah, I haven't seen much of the Easter eggs either. I'll go through the map here in a second again. Why am I not moving? It's so slow. Alright, we're just gonna send it down this hill and hope for the best. I need to turn my brakes back down to 95%. Think I can get on this little island over here? I'm gonna zoom out. Hopefully we don't die while I do this. Is there land? I think we can. We're gonna try to get on this little island. And then we'll probably call it for the day, because it is 6:30 here, and I have to be done soonish. Unfortunately, for the people that just joined. I've got to go meet my wife in town. Do I have fuel in the tanks? Yes, I do. We started with engines that we lost last episode. I'll link, once again, I'll link the... I did an edited video of last week's stream, so you can kind of catch up to where we are now. At some point, I'm gonna have to fly out replacement engines to attach to this thing. I have that like Kerbal engineering mod where I can attach parts on, so that is the plan, because we will need the engines. Like I said, I'll go through the route here in a moment of the projected route. That way, you know what we're up to and the grandioseness of this mission. The traditional Kerbal way, blow up essential equipment. It literally is. It also wouldn't be a Sid Spooky video if things didn't go wrong quickly. Damn this lore, I need to explore. Yeah, so well, there's two videos. There's the day 0 video where I kind of talk about the reason behind it, which isn't much, just you already asked why I want to do it, just because it was fun. And then day 1 goes over to the route, which I can do again here in a moment, and what we did in our stream last stream, because it was about a 4-hour stream last week of driving, and then today's been we'll end at about 3 hours of stream. Can I get on this? Is this possible? It is. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're gonna end on this little island for no reason other than I want to end here. We gotta get a nice screenshot of our cool ending place too, so I can have something for the thumbnail. Yeah, once I get on this island, I'll go over the route one more time, so everyone that's here is in the know of the scale of this journey we're on. Yeah, no problem, no problem. Thanks for hanging out. This is a cool little island. This is another reason why I wanted to do it. There's so many cool like things to look at in the world, and you only ever see it when you like land places. Like most people don't explore Kerbal other than where they land, and that's kind of why I wanted to do it. You're chill. Forgot what I even went on YouTube for, but here I am. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. I pride myself on being chill. For the most part, it's chill until I'm crashing. Then it's a little less chill for a little bit, but then it's usually back to chill once we get our bearings again. Alright, let's cross this little land bridge here. This is cool. So I'm really crunching the keyboard right now. You probably can hear that. Usually I'm just pressing W, and now I have to like steer and click and do stuff. Okay, we're going a little too fast. I'm a little scared of crossing this at this speed. Alright, there we go. We're good. Cool little bridge. Just for us. A bridge just for us. Yay, we made it. Alright, let's hit the brakes. Nice hills in the background. There are nice hills in the background. Rover missions on any other planets and moons at some point. So I actually, if you feel like watching, I don't expect you guys to like watch more of my videos, but I did a driving across Minmus, a driving across the moon, driving across Duna, where I drove from North Pole to South Pole on all three of them, like 4 years ago. So the videos aren't like the best quality. I've really enhanced my editing skills since then. But if you want to check them out, they are on the channel to check out. But anyway, let's go over this map really quickly for Potato and everyone else that is just now joining us. Alright, so we started here at the Science Center. And then we've made it to about here. This is where we're at. So we've made it this far, if you can see that. I should probably zoom this image in. Hold on, I don't know how to do that. Sorry, I'm not by no means a professional streamer. I'm just a guy who likes to do weird gaming challenges and happens to record it. Alright, here we go. So it started the Science Center, and in about, how long? 4.5 hours, we've made it to here. And then the goal is to head up to the North Station. That's our first Easter egg we'll check out. And then we'll get to the like North Pole, so the topmost point of the planet. And then we'll check out the UFO crash site that's up here. And I should say there is Easter egg spoilers. I probably should have said that a minute ago if you don't want to know about the Easter eggs that are around. But anyway, then we're going to head south, drive for a heck of a long time, and then we're going to check out Bikerbanar. I don't quite know how to say that. And then there's a monolith. And then we'll go down to the Desert Temple and Desert Launch Complex, check that stuff out. And then this is where it's going to get tricky. We're gonna cross some islands, so we'll have to be a boat. I think we'll have the boat here and here. And then once we make it past that, it should hopefully be smooth sailing. It's all land after that, so we'll head south and then back this way along here till there's a crash Sputnik somewhere in these mountains. We'll check out, and we'll go along. We'll check out the Harvester Massif, which is just like a relay station. Continue on, and then there's a monolith we'll check out here. And then it's all down to the South Pole, which is our main point that we're trying to get to. Everything else is just fun along the way. But yeah, that is, I'll zoom out so you can see it all in one go. Sorry, ignore my unprofessional streaming. Should have had this prepared before. Taking the scenic route. Yeah, we are taking the scenic route for sure. I gotta zoom out a bit more. So you can see, even that's not big enough. But yeah, there's most of the route. Let's keep zooming, I guess. Ah. There we go. There's, should be the whole route. There's the whole route all in one. So that's the goal, and we're this far in, if you can see my mouse cursor, and that is about 5 hours of driving, 4.5 hours of driving. So it's gonna take a while. We're gonna be here once a week, usually on Mondays or Tuesdays. I'll typically announce, or at least schedule the stream so it says on my channel. Oh, no cursor. Oh no. Okay, well, you see what I'm saying. Cool. Yeah. Here, I'll go back into the game so you can see it a little better. So we are here. We started from here, so we've made it that far. Which is, I mean, a good chunk of it. We're like halfway to the North Pole. But, yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, Sundays I schedule the stream and let you guys know what day of the week I'm streaming. Typically Monday or Tuesday. And then, yeah, we do it for about 3 to 6 hours, depending on how much time I have that day. And then on the weekends I edit a video that kind of sum up what we did on the stream if you're not a person that likes watching streams or don't have time to watch the whole thing. Will the road trip still be a road trip if you slam VTOL engines on it and called it a day? More of an air trip. That's I want to spend most of my time on the ground. Sometimes we'll do some jumping. We'll get some air, and sometimes at some point we're gonna be a boat. So there will be moments where we're not on the land. We'll be in the water or in the air, but only because we're hitting sick jumps or floating along just to get to the next island. But for the most part, wheels on the ground. But unfortunately for the people that are joining now, I do have to call it a day. I hang out for a few more minutes, but then I have to go into town. If you tell Rover that isn't a helicopter, it hasn't ever been seen to my info. True, yeah. Well, they did have, I think one of the stock crafts is a VTOL. At least they used to have a VTOL. I guess not a Rover. It is more of like a helicopter, but with jet engines. Why do you have a docking port there? So that's if I need to refuel. We used to have engines on the back of this that I lost last stream, but I can set this angle down, and then I can extend that, and then I can drive in a refueling airplane to give us more fuel. But now I have to send myself out engines using the Kerbal Engineer mod, because right now we're just on wheel power only, and if we want to get there a little bit quicker than we are now, we do need engines. Also, so a lot of the Easter eggs that we're going to visit are in mountains, and I have tested this. This thing can drive up some pretty steep mountains as long as it has engines, but right now we are engineless, so probably next stream we're going to fly out something, either different engines, because the engines I had were the Weasel or Weasley engines that were really nice. I want an air-breathing engine because they're more efficient. Yeah, it was Weasley engines originally. Yep, that's exactly what it was. Which those are the best, but I can't send them with the mod. So, I think I'm gonna have to like send docking ports to put on the back, and then have something I can attach Weasley engines to those docking ports. We'll probably figure it out next stream, or I'll build that craft off stream. I guess it depends. If you were to join us next week, would you want to watch the building of our like attempted fix at the Rover, or would you rather me just figure it out and then we just do it on the stream? I'm not the most efficient builder, so it could take a while to figure out. We'd love to see the building session. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think we'll plan on designing something next week, and then at least flying it out, getting it attached, and then driving for a bit. Hopefully next week I can go a little longer. I'd like to see the build. Okay, cool. Yeah. We'll plan on that then. I already have a resupply plane built, but what I can do is add the way to attach things, because I'm pretty sure here. Let me quick save. We're gonna go into the VAB real fast. I do have to leave soon, but we might be able to figure this out real quick. I gotta go meet my wife at the grocery store, so I don't want to leave her hanging. Let's see. Let's go just into the VAB. I'll show you the resupply plane that is planned for us. Sorry, it takes a minute to load my potato computer and all these graphic mods. Kind of slows it down a little bit, but that's okay. Alright, let's open up our plane. Oh, you guys want to see something? This was the original Rover design. So when it flipped, nothing broke. But then I thought it was too heavy, so I didn't do it anymore. But this is what it could have been. So here's our Weasley. I can... Yeah, so there's the Weasley engines. And I'll load up the... This is what the Rover looked like when we started. It had those Weasley engines on it. But anyway, why we're here is for the resupply plane. So this is what we're planning on flying out. So the docking port's back there for our truck to hold on to, and then these engines only use the fuel from this. So then these two, which has oxidizer in it, which I need to take out now, these two stay empty, or not stay empty, but don't get used during the flight. And this plane can make it out to the North Pole, so it pretty much can reach anywhere in Kerbin with both fuel tanks full. And then in here is these engines, because these are the do the wings disconnect? So, sort of. The original design, which I've gotten rid of, I can actually take that off. The original design of the plane was to abandon its wings, and then it had landers on the bottom, so they'd land stationary or upright. But I'm not doing that anymore. So I can actually... whatever. We'll just leave it on. Let's not mess with it. I don't want to mess with it. I guess, yeah, we could take it off later if we want. But I'm thinking now... Because I was going to swap with these engines, but I don't think those aren't as efficient. Oop, that's not how you spell dock. What am I typing? Can I take these with me? I can, but I need a bigger thing. Okay, really quickly. Sorry, I said I was going to leave, and then I'm like building stuff now. Is there a bigger container? Does it say how big these are? 650. How big is that? Well, that's massive. How big is that? Okay. How much does that hold? 3,200? Can this put docking ports in it? Why doesn't that work? How do I get you inside here? Apparently I can't. Alright. So I'm not using you. It's weird that doesn't fit. I'm pretty sure that's part of the mod that this comes from. So I need something. If one of the kerbals are engineers and you have the DLCs installed, can you just rip it off? Can you? Like the Weasley engines? I have the DLCs. You just rip it off. I have no idea. Can you do that? That would be really cool if you can. And you're just to take and place items, including Weasley engines, do you know? And docking ports? Because if that's the case, then that makes my life a lot easier. Oh, my speakers are messed up. You absolute mad lad. I log into YouTube and here you are doing it again. Yep. We're doing it again. Not sure if you can between crafts. So what if I dock? If I dock and then I don't know, I guess I'll have to test it. I'll test it out. Because if that's the case, that'd be super cool. Thank you, Potato, for that. I did not know that was possible. I'll have to check into that for sure. Alright, well, unfortunately, like I said, I have to be done now because I have to go meet my wife in town to go grocery shopping. Yeah, next stream trial and launch, but I will for sure. That's exactly my plan. But thank you all who have checked in. We're hanging out. As I said, I do this once a week, so Mondays or Tuesdays. I always schedule the stream on Sunday, so you'll know when I'll be live. And like I said, the every weekend I edit down the streams and post a edited down version of it. I'll link the day one video in chat one more time just in case anyone wants to see it. But thank you all for hanging out and joining me on this crazy adventure. I'm going to do the usual YouTube spiel, unfortunately, as much as I hate doing it. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video and want to watch more. By no means do you have to do that, but doesn't hurt to remind people, I guess. But anyway, thank you guys so much. I appreciate all of you from the bottom of my heart. I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Best of luck, buy some tasty pasta stuff. I think I just saw that comment. I remember I was letting the stream ride out for a few minutes so I didn't cut anything off, but now I'm reading that comment and it's funny. Alright, see you guys later.